Well, that's an interesting start of a stream. Hiya, everyone. I'm back. Izzy here, as always. I mean, who else would be streaming on my channel, right? And I am taking a little break from Cult of the Lamb this week. Because I got myself some little gifts thanks to subscribers for the past couple of months that have been very, very kindly subscribing to me. So I had a little money to spend on games for the stream during the Steam Spring Sale, and the game we're going to be starting on today is one of those, and it's called Lil Guardsman. It's come highly recommended by a good friend of mine, so I'm really, really looking forward to seeing what it's all about. But yeah, you gotta love people that are trying this artist scam when you aren't even talking yet on your stream. Your stream is just on stream starting, and just type in their message and then the next one and then the next one, which tells me they don't even listen to what is being said on stream, because they were the exact 3 sentences that a person tried last stream, which also was very much this whole, I can make this and that for your stream. I'm not interested. If I want better graphics for my stream, I have people I can contact and I will ask them to do so. I don't want cookie cutter stuff. I would want something that's completely 100% tailored to me. Sorry for the rant. I just really don't like people like that. We've had them come into the charity streams we did a couple of weeks ago for Game Blast as well. And I was like, how low can you go that you're going into a charity stream to try and scam people? That's just, no. I'm sorry, but that's just not okay. But they're gone now, so let's see. Like I said, I've got Lil Guardsman lined up for today. This game came out a couple of weeks ago. Let's see if my thingy wants to work. I hope it does. It seems to be working. Yay, there we go. It came out a couple of weeks ago. It's by a small studio called Hilltop Studios. And is supposed to be a point-and-click RPG puzzle-y type game. And according to a good friend of mine, Hobby, it is supposed to have humor that is akin to one of my favorite authors of all time, the late Sir Terry Pratchett. For those who do not know him, he is the mastermind behind the whole Discworld series, which is a series of books which you can read basically in whatever order you want. It's not like you have to start at 1 and then 2, 3, 4. They're just all standalone stories, or at least most of them, about this world that is very much a parody of our own world, and the humor is just spot on. His daughter, Rhianna Pratchett, actually works in the game industry. She did story for Overlord 1 and 2. And apparently she's been working on some new projects lately again, so curious about those. But yeah, Lil Guardsman has been said to have a very similar type of humor, so I'm definitely looking forward to finding out if that's the case. And if that is the case, I'm just gonna love the living heck out of this game. So yeah, I haven't done anything in this game yet, so it's a completely blind playthrough. It's very much my very first playthrough. So let's see what Lil Guardsman is all about. I have been told that it has multiple endings as well, so...
It came to pass that the day was to be saved by the most unlikeliest of heroes. A small child, unwillingly thrust into the workforce. One disaster after another had been diverted due to her diligent and cunning decision-making. With the kingdom on the verge of knowing everlasting peace and prosperity, our hero could finally rest their weary head, but only after one more critical decision was to be made.
Okay.
A decision of great weight, A decision of immense importance. A decision that could possibly kill hundreds, even thousands of people.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God, you've made the wrong
Oh,
choice.
no.
You didn't think things through. You've doomed us all. Everything's on fire now. We're all...
I didn't do shit yet! And I'm already killing people?
You have done this to us!
Wait, what? What's going on?
Lil!
Please tell me that was a dream. That was a great opening of a game, though.
What? Oh, Dad, I must have been having a nightmare.
It's over now, sweetie. But since you're awake, I think it's time you and I had the talk.
The talk?
Out of one nightmare and into another.
Okay.
Sweetie, there comes a time in every young person's life
What? Dad, you don't have to do this.
when they have to work their dad's shift at the guard shed while he places a bet on the Goblin Ball match down at the pub.
Oh,
Aw, Dad, do I have to? Today was the day I was going to start off on a grand adventure with my friends. I want to sail the open sea. I want to fight ogres. I want to throw rocks at things.
okay. Also, that was
You
not the
think
kind of
didn't
talk that
wanna
I
throw
was
rocks at
expecting.
things when I was your age, but I had a duty. I had a responsibility. I had to work at the guard shed while my dad placed a bet at the Goblin Ball match down at the pub.
Good God.
Did he ever win anything?
Do you think we'd be stuck here if he did?
But I'm 12. Won't we get in trouble?
Not if we don't get caught. Come on, I'll show you how to handle anything that comes.
Fair logics. If we don't get caught, we're fine, right? I mean, sounds like pretty decent logic to me.
Okie dokie. Ready for me to very quickly show you how everything works?
I guess?
Oh, good. Everyone loves a tutorial.
No time for a full rundown, so I'll sum it up like this. The key thing to remember when being a castle guardsman is...
Dad, someone's coming. What do we do?
Okay. Guess the best way to learn is by doing. Let's just hope there's someone completely plain and boring.
Someone completely plain and boring? Okay. I have no clue what to expect from this game, by the way.
Good morning, Mrs. Abernathy. How's your day today?
Mrs. Abernathy.
Plain and boring, as always.
Bingo.
Seriously.
Would you mind if Lil looks after you?
Oh, not at all. It's always a pleasure to see your daughter, Shamish.
It's Hamish.
I like Shamish better.
What is?
Never mind.
Never mind. Now, Lil, when a visitor approaches the guard shed, they'll generally start by stating their business.
Okay.
I'd like to state my business. I bring a basket of baked goods to my son and his family once a week. Oh, would you like one?
Oh, I always like baked goods. Oh, that looks yummy. That looks like a cinnamon
state
roll
your
with
business,
like
it's pretty much your
vanilla
call
or
what to do
something on top of
next.
it. Or sugar. Mm.
You can select them and interrogate them. There's tools, the phone there on the wall. You only get 3 action points. You get it, right?
Okay, so we can select them and then interrogate them. So we have tools, a phone, but we can only do 3 actions, I'm guessing, or maybe some things cost more than 1 action.
Not really. What do we need tools for?
You can pick one and it does something. Come on, Lil. I've really got to speed this along. The Goblin Ball game is about to start.
Pick one and it does something.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm inconveniencing you?
Oh, no.
She's a
not at
sassy
all.
little one.
I don't mind helping out.
But the princess is whirly-gigging the ceremonial for a slingshot.
She is? Sweet jumping jitters, we gotta get to that game. Let's wrap this up, dear. Seamus, tell the girl what to do.
The name is Hamish.
No, it's Shamish now. I like Shamish better.
No, it's Mrs. Abernathy.
I like this old lady too. Select any highlighted element to learn about it. Okay, so we have...
Didn't we cover this? That's your inventory bag where you keep the things people
No,
give
you
or
didn't
you
cover that
confiscate
yet.
from. In other words, your sweet, sweet loot.
I can confiscate stuff from people? Okay,
Looking in
that's
your bag for
interesting.
something to use doesn't cost you an action point.
Okay, and then we can use whatever is in there. What's
You
this?
use the Wicked 3000 to make the big decision to let someone in, or send them packing.
Okay,
Choosing
so
this will end the tutorial. Can I finally get out of here?
that will... Wait, there's more. So that one is to either let people in or
Feeling
set them
stuck?
out.
This phone is for calling the royal advisors and asking for their help, but all they'll really give you is their opinion. You can get a
ask
hold
the
of
royal
Lieutenant Stryker,
advisors?
Captain of the Guards, and technically our boss.
Hello, who's there?
Or First Councilwoman Ash, the head bureaucrat of the Sprawl, with a real mind for politics.
Okay.
This is Councilwoman Ash. Hello? Hello, is somebody there?
We're just prank calling people now. I like.
And finally, the Royal Jester Malcolm, chaos personified in human form.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Hello, you've reached Malcolm. Please leave a message after the goose honk. Hey, where'd the goose go? Well, chase after it, for goodness sake.
Each call
Honk.
costs an action point.
So calling costs us an action point. Okay, what's this do?
Our tools. If you want to use a tool, you have to make sure it has a crystal to charge it. Here, I'll show you. I'll add today's crystals to the tools that don't have any. That way I have a well-rounded arsenal.
Why did the other
Okay.
tools already have crystals in them?
I carried them over from previous days. Any other questions?
Why does a bullwhip need to be powered by crystals?
Good question, girl.
No more questions.
Really? Find us off the Lost Relic theme.
No humming.
Aw, why not?
This X-ray scanner can see through most types of clothing, flesh, and bone. It uses low-grade radiation. Do not use on trolls.
Why not? Now I want to try it on a troll.
Truth spray. You spray it, and they tell the truth. Honestly, that's what it does.
I want to try the X-ray thingy on a troll now.
It's a metal detector. You figure it out.
That's a funny looking metal
You can
detector.
use this decoder ring to decode things.
Decoder ring.
Not
Okay.
exactly sure how it works. The instructions were written in some kind of code.
Okay, and so far I'm liking the humor. Yep. Oh, we have a board. The Royal Writ. If the Castle Guard Corps can achieve a good star rating this month, there will be a pizza party at the barracks. Note, strict one slice limit per guardsman. From the desk of Councilwoman Ash, there will be a demonstration in the city square this evening held by members of the Mages Guild. If any of the speakers come through your gate, please call my office to initiate their escort and secondary screening. Congratulations to Guardsman Randy on 35 years at his post. After a 6-month undercover operation at the Sprawl Cavern for the elderly, a group of sweet grannies and grandpies were discovered to be trafficking illegal drugs into and out of the city. While not every old person is to be treated as a drug mule, please be vigilant when dealing with somebody's grandparents. Striker. Depressed Joker seems 6-person with funny name. If you call and pique my interest, there's a cash bonus in it for you. Welcome. By Royal Decree. This is a Royal Writ. The first thing you do when you start your shift is take a look. So if we find any Mages Guild people, we have to call Councilwoman Ash. Old people we have to be wary of and potentially call Striker. And a person with a funny name we need to contact Malcolm. And it also looks like we should be getting a Good score, so we have a pizza party. It's got a lot of the information you'll need to do your job. You can select the royal writ anytime and it won't cost you any action points. Okay.
I already told you, selecting the person means you interrogate them and hear more of their story. It's the best way to find out someone's true intentions. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes
That
using
is a
a
bit
tool will
grumpy.
do the job better, or the phone, or it's a combination of things. I don't know, you can spend all 3 action points just interrogating them for all I care.
I think that's all I could click on.
You use the Wicked 3000. Now you can choose to use the Wicked 3000 at any point during a turn, but sometimes it's better to use up all 3 action points to find out everything you can, by any means necessary.
So it's telling me to use my action points before using this thing. Okay.
Sometimes?
Yeah, and sometimes people are in a really big hurry, like I am right now, so just pick a damn lever already.
Select and hold to make your decision. Deny, admit, and a broken thing. Ah, it's an old lady. What can go wrong by letting her in, right?
Great job, Lil. Your mother would be so proud to see you now. After my delivery, I'm off to watch the big game. Got my grandson's inheritance riding on a tip that the Stapleford Snughorns are gonna win it today.
His inheritance is riding on this.
Here's a tip. Never
okay.
lend Mrs. Abernathy money to bet with.
Never let Mr. Abernathy.
Let's hurry along to the game. We don't want to be late, do we, Hamish?
Oh, she said his name right. I do like
My
Shamish
name
better.
is Shamish. No, wait, it's not. Oh. I gotta go. Time to put on your big kid pants. You can do this.
More
I
I'm
like
being
it.
forced to do this.
It's only for today, I swear. Come meet me in the tavern when the shift is over. Good luck.
Good luck with your illegal gambling.
I don't need luck.
Believe
That's
me,
what he chooses to,
does.
to react to.
Okay, Lil, you got this.
Okay, so we're a guardsman for now. You nailed that tutorial. Good job. So I'm guessing this is sort of like a task list for today. So the person with the funny name and the Mage's Guild.
Charmed to make your acquaintance, young gate-minder. I am Tyronius Athanatos, son of Brielle and Darunia Athanatos. I have
Sounds
been summoned
official.
to deliver the keynote speech at the Festival of Magical Freedom tonight, hosted by the Mages Guild. Will you require anything further?
I want to speak to the
What's your
dude.
speech about?
Oh, my dear child. It is obvious to me that you do not possess a magical bone in your body, and my speech
Rude.
therefore would only serve to confuse and frighten you.
I can trust, tease, or doubt what he's saying.
I doubt that. I think I could figure it out.
And many non-magical beings have attempted to learn the arts, and many of those have gone mad trying to even comprehend them. Be warned.
Well, we were told to call Ash. If there was somebody from the Mage's Guild.
So glad you called. Frankly, I was worried you guardsmen never followed the writ due to illiteracy.
Rude!
Admit the mage, and my people will escort him to the venue.
We do have one more action point, so we could do one more thing. I'm not sure how the gems work, if it's like a one-time use thing, or if they slowly deplete, or something, anything like that.
So what's this? the Festival of Magical Freedom anyway?
Tonight, hundreds, maybe thousands of like-minded mages, shamans, witches, wizards, and warlocks will gather to express our rights to use our gods-given talents without having to bend our knee to the preposterous laws of lesser beings.
He's just rude, isn't he?
Lesser beings like me?
Precisely.
Does this guy want to go inside, or...
I imagine you don't have to check your ego at the door at an event like this. You can just bring it right in with you.
That is exactly the kind of thing a non-magical being would say. Now enough of this foolishness. Let me pass.
Oh, go girl, this girl. I'll be nice.
The House of Thanatos, and indeed the entire Mages Guild, thank you, young guardian. You will go far.
And now he's nice, after just being condescending as fuck. So rude. So there is ways of getting... a higher score. Okay.
Good afternoon. I am here to pick up my 2 kids from the no-good, stingy lowlife of a father, who happens to be my lying, cheating lowlife of an ex-husband, Orlando. His address is there on this incomprehensible, illegible letter my kids sent me. Believe me, I would love to have him get off his sorry butt and bring them to me for once.
Maybe try and use the decoder ring on the nut?
I don't know how to tell you this, but there's more to this letter than meets the eye. There's a hidden message written here. It says, "Come, son, mommy, Kelly is Nightmare." Does that make sense to you?
Home soon, mommy. Kelly is a nightmare.
Oh my god! My boys don't know how to spell! But also that thing about Kelly being the worst!
So she's a troll, right? We were told not to
This
do
woman's
this.
having a rough day. I'd rather save the charge.
Nah.
I haven't had someone see me in my skivvies since... Ugh, I guess Orlando.
This woman's having a...
I haven't had someone...
Nah, I'm not allowed to use it.
So that's... Kelly isn't as fun as she's made out to be. If anything, she's making my kids miserable. I've never been so happy in my life!
I'm guessing Kelly is the new wife of her ex?
Oh my god, I need to get my kids right now!
What's your game plan?
First, I'll make sure my boys are safe. Next, I'll Kelly's so hard that it'll up Orlando's.
That's a lot of bleeps. Probably a good thing this game bleeps those words while we were streaming.
I knew I never should have introduced them to each other. Kelly was my hairdresser. Was is the key word. Can I...
Ah,
People
sure.
come and go, but no matter what, you'll always be those kids' mother.
You're right. I will be, no matter who that low-life jerk ex-husband Orlando dates. Thank you for saying that.
We'll let her in, right? That's person number
Thanks.
3.
Don't worry, Polyphemus Orlando Jr. Mama's coming for you.
Polyphemus? What's that for a name?
Good luck.
Ooh. Good use of the decoder ring, Guardsman. You didn't judge a book by its cover, and you knew not to stand in the way of a mama bear and her cubs. Yeah, that's never a good idea. And you go 18 plus in the game, would like to swear. Not from what I've seen, to be fair.
Why have we stopped, Whelp?
Oh, old people!
Sir, the guard.
Silence! Speak when spoken to, or you'll get the whip, Whelp.
Yes, sir.
Now, you, child, let me pass. I have important business to attend to. Come on, shake a leg. BS waits for no man.
BS? His name is BS?
BS?
Bank of the Sprawl.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Uh-huh. Ooh, person with funny name was one of the things, right? Would a bank be considered a person with a funny name? Yeah, it does have some streamer mode thingies, but it's just the voices that it does, as in the faces at the bottom. It doesn't do the bleeping or anything, from what I could tell. Okay, let's talk to them
What kind of business
first.
do you have at the bank today, sir?
I shan't be airing the details of my BS appointment with some nosy little brat tending the gate. Mind your business or you'll get the whip, child.
Oh, good God. You shouldn't threaten to whip people. Actually, that reminds Lil of her toolkit.
I don't think you're allowed to not tell me what your business is.
Uh-huh.
Insolence.
But sir, it's only a deposit.
One more outburst, and it will be back in the cage with you.
Oh, we have the whip.
I'm sorry, sir. I was just slouching, only for a second. I'll make sure that none of the blood gold falls out of its case.
Blood gold?
You nincompoop. It wasn't me using the whip. If it was, believe me, you'd feel it.
Wait a second. Did he say blood gold? Isn't that illegal?
He didn't say blood gold. He said bloody gold. It's a form of slang he must have picked up from somewhere. Isn't that right, you bloody idiot?
Yes, sir. Whatever you say, sir.
I'd like to take a closer look at those gold bars.
Oh, I can confiscate the gold. Yes,
I think
please.
I need to hold on to these.
Why, you greedy little urchin. I think I like you more than ever.
That actually made him like me?
No, it's not like that.
Oh, of course. Just remember, if you make any form of profit off of those, you're as much to blame as I am.
I don't trust this guy.
Now, since you are finished rifling through my personal belongings, you insufferable petty little monster, let me pass.
Not if you're talking to me like that. Let's go, Striker.
Blood gold. We've been on the lookout for mules bringing it into the sprawl for years now. Deny this man immediately. Well spotted, Guardsman. You are a credit to the force.
Yay! Let's follow her advice. Bye, old fart. You're not allowed in.
It's the goblin's fault, isn't it? Nasty, deceptive creatures.
No,
What
it's a
about
blood
this?
gold fault.
Let me through the gate, but I shall leave the goblin tied up outside like the cur he is.
But sir, the gold!
Is he trying to bribe me?
All right, you rotten little girl, I'll go. But you will rue the day you crossed me.
I very much doubt that. You foiled a blood gold trafficker on your first damn day? Legend! I guess we're picking up.
Good afternoon. This is Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn calling. Who may I ask am I speaking to?
This is Lil.
Nice to meet you, Lil. I need one of you gate guards to come down to the dig site as soon as you can.
Okay, and where exactly is... She hung
Hung
up.
up. Right.
Why, hello there. I have come to the Sprawl to participate in capitalism. After years on the road as a traveling merchant, I'm finally ready to put down roots. And what better place than the sprawling metropolis of the Sprawl?
This city is really called the Sprawl.
I just got that. Garby Bunches is the name.
Garby Bunches? Funny name. But that's gotta be made up. I'm gonna have to see some documentation.
Can't fault you for doing your due diligence. Here's my vendor's license issued by the Sprawl Board of Trade.
Seems legit.
He's right. Everything is in order.
Okay, so let's talk to
I
him for a
just
bit.
can't wait to get in the mix and figure out what kind of merchant this place really needs. Since I was a boy selling lemonade, when life literally gave me lemons, I've dreamed of maximizing profits and keeping overhead low.
I've always said this place needs a nondescript vendor to shake things up a little.
See, you get it. Once I've set up shop selling, well, whatever I decide to sell, I'll be sure to give you a discount.
Ooh,
I look
discounts
forward
are
to
always good.
buying something.
Use the metal detector. Okay,
I
what?
was sure that I would detect something.
I sent all my belongings ahead of me, with everything I'll need to set up shop.
I don't really care about that.
I don't really care whether or not you really care.
I don't care if you care. Oh, Malcolm wanted a funny name.
Garby Bunches. Where have I heard that name before? Wait a minute. Ask him if he's descended from Garbanzo the Terrible.
Are you related to Garbanzo the Terrible?
Yep, my great-great-great-great-grandpappy Garbanzo.
Grandpappy.
OMG, tell him I'm a huge fan. I've got so many questions. Like, why did he use an ice cream scoop? How did he dispose of all that mess?
Wait, what? Why did he use an ice cream scoop and how did he dispose of... What did this
This
Garbanzo
isn't helpful.
do?
You're not helpful.
Rude. Ah, well, let him in. That way Malcolm can fangirl
Can
over
you
him.
smell that?
The trash barge? Yeah, it comes through on the weekends. The smell only lingers for a couple of days.
Not the reek of filth and decay. That's the reek of opportunity. See you around.
If you say so, buddy. Who would have known that a funny name would lead to connecting Jester Malcolm to one of his historical heroes? Good job. I must say, for Medieval City, them having like a screen and everything, and electricity apparently, pretty advanced. No more folks, time to close up shop. Bonk. Yeah, almost perfect because we didn't get the fourth one. On the last one. Due to your exceptional job performance, 3.80, you were paid 30 gold for this shift. So I could potentially have gotten more points there. Also, I like the soundtrack. It's always very cheery. Right, that's where we are. Well, the lady asked us to go to the dig site, so I guess there's nowhere else to go, so... Ammonia, hydrogen, iodine, all pretty basic stuff. Machines like this are a relatively new discovery in the sprawl. Lil notices the words Commander Keen among the inscrutable, technical jargon. What are other things we can look? The hole is so deep you can't see the bottom. They must have a really good ladder guy. Really.
Oh my, were you left behind? The last group of school children departed hours ago. Feel free to wait in the lost and found box until someone comes to collect you.
Lost and found box? Lady, you don't put kids in a lost and found box.
No, you called me. I'm Lil. We spoke on the phone. I was covering for my dad at the South Gate.
You weren't supposed to let people know that, Lil.
Of course, Lil, yes. Yes. But no, this is highly irregular. But then again, you'll have to do, for the sake of time. Ha! Sake of time. Do you get it?
No.
No, I was about to say the same thing.
Trust me, you will.
Okay. Okay, who are you?
Who are you again?
Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn, head of archaeological research at the Royal Academy. But you can call me B.
That's a little bit easier. Where else do you live, kids? I mean, you're supposed to be nice to them?
Gotcha.
I've been told.
And what's so great about this place?
Would you like the long or short version?
We've got time.
Hit me with some of that sweet exposition, baby.
This place is known as the dig site.
How creative.
Mm-hmm.
We stand at the site upon which power crystals were first discovered.
The power crystals that I use for the tools in the guard shed?
Those and every other technological marvel of our lifetimes.
So they use crystals for electricity. Got it. Okay, tell me more.
The power crystal was discovered completely by accident. 80 years ago, on this site, an iconic dwarven heavy metal band performed to celebrate the coronation of Princess Desdemona's grandfather, King Artemis.
A dwarven heavy metal band.
At the moment of a particularly rumpus drum solo, the vibrations opened up a chasm, swallowing the entire stage and the musicians, and a few dozen enthusiastic fans. Legend says the band emerged from the chasm adorned in the glowing magical rocks, or what we know as power crystals today.
Sounds legit.
That must have looked awesome.
Very awesome, but there's more. Whether by fate or the actions of an inebriated mage, the bass player was struck by a lightning bolt, and the crystals in her cape and beard absorbed the electric discharge. Everything that previously relied on magic within a 5-mile radius lit up and was charged for weeks.
Hardcore.
That's handy.
Very hardcore. A massive industry sprung up and developed the multitudes of ways we use power crystals, which ushered in an unprecedented era of prosperity for the Sprawl, making our city-state the world power it is today.
Gotcha. But what does this have to do with me?
I am the preeminent expert in the advanced properties of power crystals, and my research suggests we have barely scratched the surface of what these puppies can do.
Okay, but again, what does this have to do with me?
Lil, I have found how to harness the crystal's power to alter the very fabric of time. May I present the Chronometer 3000?
This sounds like it's gonna lead to trouble.
And what I need to know from you is, do you know anyone who would be willing to go on what some might call an adventure?
Yes, me, or should I just push the button? I do like pushing buttons. We're pushing the button. No clue what's gonna happen.
Wait, what? Where am I? What just happened?
Good question. Let's pick up the phone.
Good afternoon. This is Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn calling. Who may I ask am I speaking to?
Yeah,
Check this
definitely.
out. You were about to tell me you need a gate guard to come down to the dig site, right?
My word, you gate guards are intuitive. I hope they're paying you a more than fair wage.
They probably aren't, the way my dad complains about it.
Still
She
rude.
hung up. Again.
Okay. So that means, yeah.
Why, hello there. I've come to the Sprawl to participate in capitalism. After years on the road as a...
Let me stop you there. Your name is Grabby Blanchers, right? You're a traveling merchant or something?
Ah, I see my reputation precedes me. Kind of. The name is Garby Bunches.
This is so weird. I swear I already dealt with this guy. I can either do the same thing as I did last time, or maybe this is a chance to try something different.
I'm sorry. Are you talking to me?
No.
That's what I'm trying to decide, Garbs.
Regardless, here's my vendor license issued by the Sprawl Board of Trade for
Hey, didn't have to
confirmation.
ask this time.
He's right. Everything is in order. I need to get this guy processed and get my butt back to the dig site.
So we just traveled in time. Let's just admit him again. We'll be fine.
I swear I've done this already. I remember pulling the lever.
Can you smell that?
Yes.
I think then you said something about opportunity.
You got it. See you around.
Okay, so this sounds a lot like we'll be time traveling.
Figure out what just happened.
Yeah, maybe this time I shouldn't just press the button. But hey, at least we've proven to the lady that her thingamajig does work. Also, that's a very weird ass critter in there. All pretty basic stuff, so those seem to be all the same. Okay. Let's just talk to her again then. Dr. Beam asleep there. Okay.
Oh, Lil from the phone call earlier, of course. Yes. But no, this is highly irregular. But then again, you'll have to do, for the sake of time. Sake of time. Do you get it?
This time, yes.
I already told you no. Oh, wait, I actually do.
We figured it out.
My name is Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn, head of archaeological...
Logical research at the Royalty School for Smart People. You said I can call you Trixie. We've been through this before.
I'm pretty sure she said Bay.
I'd prefer if you called me B.
Or B.
And this is the site where power crystals were first discovered and you used them to make a time machine. Then you baited me with promises of adventure and pretty much forced me to push the big shiny button on your silly little time machine, and now I'm pretty sure I'm just traveled back through time and I'm kind of freaking out here. Any questions?
Any questions? Are you a magic
Wait,
mushroom?
why am I asking you questions? For any of this to be possible, it would require the use of my newly crafted device. May I present the Chronometer 3000? Wait, where did it go?
Do you mean this?
My invention! How did you get that?
You gave it to
Well,
me. Well,
yeah.
not really, but you were gonna give it to me, I think. You were in the middle of explaining.
And I
And
pressed
you
the
were
button.
seduced by the glowing red button.
Yep. Never put glowing red buttons on things. People are gonna press them.
Can
They
you blame
always-
me?
I can't.
Yes! But it is a good button. I'm just proud of myself that your particles weren't immediately dispersed to the furthest reaches of space and time.
What? My particles dispersed?
That
You should
risk
lead with
becomes
that
much
next time,
lower
lady.
Once I configure it to your individual life source, which I will do now.
You should maybe have led with that one, lady. You know, just for safety reasons. So people
At
don't
any
go
rate,
pressing the
I
button.
think the castle gate is a perfect place to test my prototype, and I need a willing gate guard to use the device. And
I gonna
allow
be
me
able-
to track their progress to make sure only the right people are permitted entry to the sprawl. Do you have any questions?
Is this gonna allow me to redo whatever I do with these people? Right, people?
Individuals or groups that would improve the daily life of the inhabitants of the sprawl, rather than those who would see harm come to the community and castle.
Isn't that subjective?
Uh-huh.
Yes, well, I suppose it is, but recently the kingdom has seen a rise in rebellious factions, envious neighboring nations, not to mention the resentful Mages Guild since the Power Crystal has replaced most household magical applications. One wrong choice could trigger a domino effect that could lead to the fall of the sprawl.
So to recap, you're giving me, a 12-year-old who worked exactly one day at the castle gate, the power to rewind time? Why not just use it yourself?
I have been testing the device myself for months. In fact, I used it to repeat a month's worth of the same day and learn to play the oboe. Can I show you?
No.
Oh, well, perhaps another time.
For the love of all things holy, no.
My calculations suggest that no changes I could make from my post at the Royal Academy would have nearly the impact on the sprawl that you gate guards do. Academia, am I right? So I came to the conclusion that trying it out at the gate is a calculated risk worth taking.
I think I get the idea, Dr. B. I'm ready to go out in the world and use this device properly, and definitely not to win the lottery or to repeatedly watch people trip and fall over and over again.
You'd want that?
Maybe. Can't I just pick both? Come on, game, allow me to pick both. I'm gonna go for the trip and fall
I have a
though.
feeling you're not using your science experiments to their full potential.
Regardless, you'll find you can't use it whenever or wherever you want. It is now calibrated, so it will only allow you to fold space and time when you are inside the guard shed.
Ah,
Ah, rats.
that sucks.
Furthermore, by default, the device will automatically allow you to travel back to the start of your guard shift, including your loadout.
So I could do the whole thing, then go back to the start, and then I'd still have all my stuff.
However, I hacked it a bit so that you can jump back to a specific point in the turn. Hack is the key word, though. I have to leave now. There is more science to be done. I will summon you soon, and we will see what else you might be looking
Science!
for. Thank you, Lil. The world thanks you.
I wouldn't say
No
that.
pressure.
You can do this. Just try not to break space and time.
Yeah, if you don't want space and time to break, maybe don't mess with it. And especially don't let a 12-year-old mess with it. Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
not kidding.
Maybe I should have mentioned I was only working the gate for 1 day. Oh well.
Yeah, maybe.
It's getting pretty late. I should head home.
Nobody. Okay. The tavern, aka home. So apparently we live in the tavern. I really like the art style of the game, and the humor is really, really good. And also, soundtrack so far, really good too. Okay, so I believe that's exits. That's going to sleep.
Your dad's over there.
Would he have won anything? Can't talk with the other lady. Twisted Sisters Tavern. Legends has it that this neon sign was made by a company that makes custom neon signs. Right. That's why they keep the good stuff. Arta will only open a bottle for people she knows will pay their tab. You remember this working when you were little? Pretty great collection of tunes. Your dad always says if you ever save enough money, you can chip in to get her fixed. This ain't the nicest place in town, but there's always a fire going. Good go. Hi, Dad!
Hey, there she is, my hard-working, angel-faced sweetest of the sweetest daughter of mine.
What do you need?
You didn't win your gambling, did you?
Or not?
No, but it wasn't my fault. The other team was just too good. But I didn't lose all my money. We still have left what I didn't bet, so...
That's usually how that goes, yeah.
That'll be 15 gold for the ale.
And now we don't have any left. Hey, Lil, did you take any bribes or pickpocket anyone today?
Should I give him the gold bars? Let's be nice to her, Dad, for now.
I got this off an old mean type of guy. He had an assistant that he just kept walloping and walloping. I don't think he likes his work.
This is perfect! Arda, a round for everybody! I'll be right back after I call my guy. Thanks again, Lil.
He's gonna be betting it again, isn't
Wait,
he?
you'll never believe what happened. Right at the end of my shift, I got this phone call, okay? Asking me to come down to the dig site.
Did you remember to lock up the shed?
What? Yes.
And turn off the light?
Yes, I did. Whatever, just listen.
You gotta make sure to turn off the light, Lil. They'll charge us for the overnight usage.
I remember to turn off the light. I think. Anyways, Dad, I met this professor at the dig site, and she had this time machine, and when I touched the time machine, I went back in time. Then she gave me the time machine to use when I work the guard shed for you, but it only works at the guard shed, so that was kind of a bummer. But it's super cool, and it only works for me.
That's great, sweetie. I'm glad you liked covering for me today. But you don't have to make up stories just so you can work another shift.
Wait, no, that's not what's happening.
Yeah, your dad's not gonna believe that story.
Just like Daddy and work down at the guard shed, all you need to do is ask.
Dad, you're not fully comprehending what I'm trying to tell you.
He's not old. Give up, kid.
Hey, Arda, did you hear? Lil's making up cute stories so she can be more like her old man.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's not what's
I have
going
the
on.
power to manipulate time, and I demand to be taken seriously.
Yeah, they want Lil.
Okay, I understand. I can see that you're serious. Seriously adorable. But honestly, Lil, you can cover for me anytime you like. You're probably doing a better job than me anyways.
Yeesh.
This isn't how I expected it to go.
Nope.
Speaking of that, I better call my guy and make a bet on the next game. It's getting late. You better get upstairs to bed, Missy. Good night, Lil.
Good
Dad.
night.
Maybe someday you'll believe me. Good luck with your gambling.
I don't need luck.
You sure about that? Because apparently you lost everything today. Well, I guess I could see if we go outside what that does. Well, it doesn't really have anywhere else to be. Okay, I guess we're going upstairs then.
Ooh, I'm pooped. That's enough adventure for one day. I'm ready to hit the sack.
Nighty night. On her way to the bar, Mrs. Abernathy accidentally walked into 2 more tutorials, causing her to be late to make a bet on the big goblin ball game. Her grandson's inheritance is safe for now. Tyronius Athanaeus gave his keynote speech at the Festival of Magical Freedoms and inspired most in the crowd. The divide between magical and non-magical beings grew a little more that night. He is indebted to Councilwoman Ash for her influence in facilitating his smooth admittance to the sprawl. After Denise picked up her kids, she moved them safely out of view, but not earshot, and gave Kelly a piece of her mind. Polyphemus and Orlando Jr. learned a handful of new words that day, but some they already knew. Grumpkin T. Dankworth and Whelp. Due to your cunning confiscation and denying the old coat, Grumpkin T. Dankworth was unable to make his sizable deposit of illegal blood gold to BS, the Bank of the Sprawl. Unfortunately, it happened on the same day of an unprecedented volume of cash withdrawals. This caused the bank to run and close early. People panicked, they burned the bank to the ground, and Mr. Dankworth refused to donate money to have it rebuilt. I managed to get the bank burned down to the ground. Oopsie. Garby Bunches found a vacant plot of land in the alley behind the Twisted Sisters Tavern and sent up his Emporium of Wonders. So our first day on the job, we burnt down a bank. Sounds legit.
Good morning. You're listening to the Morning Crawl, the #1 morning show in the sprawl. I'm your host, Dodger, joined as always by my co-host, the Ham, who I will remind you is a live pig. Let's jump right in and get your morning started and muse over the news. Today in the headlines, it was just announced that the heir to the throne, Princess Desdemona, has come of age and will be taking a suitor. No, I don't think Desdemona wants a pig as a husband, the Ham. But then again, neither
True,
did my
could have done
ex-wife.
worse, definitely.
Hey-o!
It was just
With
a bank.
multiple suitors making their way into the city, expect backups and delays across all major routes this morning. Now let's get to the music. You're listening to the Morning Crawl here in the Sprawl with Dodger and the Ham.
Also, I just noticed the poster above her bed, One-Eyed Heart. That is definitely a little hint at Nirvana there. With the one next to it... Beatles, I'm guessing? We have a little red dragon plushie, a troll plushie, a unicorn plush. We have a skateboard. I'm guessing Daft Punk?
I liked it better when it was Dodger
This
and the
one?
Cluck, but I guess it was too hard to keep training that chicken.
Possible? I don't know. It reminded me a little bit of one of the album covers of the Gorillaz as well, but then the hairstyles make me think Beatles. Don't know why. But you could be right. But that one is definitely Nirvana. That's definitely Kurt Cobain, Dave Grohl, and I forgot the name of the third guy. I'm sorry. I used to know the names all by heart. Dodger on the Clock, but I guess it was too hard to keep training that chicken. An angsty band for tweens and tweens at heart. Ah, Gorillaz. Dragoons. Oh, it's the Ramones. Ah, yeah, that's possible too.
I think I should find my dad. Good thing I always sleep in my clothes and I'm ready to go.
It's the official crest of the Sprawl and the royal family.
A note?
Oh? Dear Lil, please come down to the guard shed as soon as you can. Love,
Maybe
Dad.
he wants me to work a shift for him again. Or maybe he forgot to put on underwear and needs me to bring him a pair. Well, there's a 50-50 chance I'll get to use the Chronometer 3000 today. Here's hoping.
The way she said, bring him a pair of underpants, I'm like, this has happened before, hasn't it?
And finally, the aforementioned grading pending review will be transferable to a more viable calculation.
Oh, he sounds bored as fuck.
Which is, needless to say, a more economical contrivance for evaluation. Any questions?
Any questions?
Many questions.
Hey, Dad, I got your note. What's going on?
I have no idea.
Due to the Bank of the Sprawl being burned to the ground
Ice cream truck is back.
as a result of your
Yeah, it's 9
actions,
o'clock.
any guardsman who does not receive an above 2-star rating at the end of any given shift will lose their job.
Yeah, due to the bank being burned to the ground as a result of your actions.
But I need my job for gambling.
I'll pretend I didn't just hear that.
Uh-huh.
You and I both know my dad has a tendency to half-ass his way through life. Tell me why he needs to whole-ass it all of a sudden and strive for anything above 2 stars.
Why, I'm glad you asked. I've been authorized to award above average job performance with cash bonuses.
Ooh.
You mean if we get more 4-star results, we'll make more money?
You're as quick as your father. Before I go, here are the allotted crystals.
That sounded
to
like
power
an
your
insult.
tools. And with that, I'm off to tell all the other gate guards about these new rules. Well, all of them except Randy. He's been terminated.
Poor
Not
Randy.
Randy? That guy's a riot.
Randy had been on the job for 35
Which is
years.
exactly
That's just
what his
rude.
poor judgment led to. Wish me luck.
I'm pretty sure we're the one that made the bank burn, but, you know.
Oh, jeez. Randy was just 3 payments away from paying off his new catapult.
Sounds
Catapult?
like you need to start doing your job better.
More like you need to start doing my job better. Just like you wanted to.
What? I'm not sure if this counts as good parenting, dude.
No, that's not exactly what I meant. You don't just get to leave me here while you go bet on Goblin Ball games.
No Goblin Ball match today. I received a cryptic letter this morning saying they need me on palace duty, and they specifically referenced that you need to cover for me again.
This sounds fishy. Very
Looks
fishy.
like you're not the only one who wants you to work the gate today.
Again, not what I meant.
It's not all bad news. I scored these off-brand discount crystals from my bookie Fredo as a gift for being his best client. But he mentioned that they might only work some of the time. But I like those odds.
Right.
Oh, Dad, you really need to talk to somebody about your gambling.
Yeah.
I love
Kid's
you
got a
too,
point.
Lil. And with that, I'm off. Remember, 2 stars or better.
How does it
or
lead
out
to
on
love
our
you too?
asses.
No pressure.
I
That's
will
my
be fine.
girl.
But how does me telling our dad that he needs to do something about his gambling lead to him saying, I love you too? Malcolm, rather than repairing the dungeon which is falling apart, leading to the escape of several arsonists, okay, that explains the burning to the ground, I'm having the jail cells painted instead. Give me a call when the fellow gets here. So if we have a painter, we need to call Malcolm. Expect the imminent arrival of 2 envoys vying for an alliance with the Sprawl. That's 2 envoys. Not 1, not 3, but 2. 4 is right out. Take this opportunity for cultural exchange and learn as much as you can. Really get them talking. The Duchess of Scarborough's award-winning feline companion, Sparkles, shall be arriving in its miniature royal carriage this week. Okay, so there's gonna be a kitty cat arriving. Got it. As always, treat any non-human visitor, goblin, gnome, ogres, etc. with extra scrutiny. Remember, if you see something, say something. By royal decree. So we have at least one thing where we should call Malcolm for. 2 people that we need to get talking as much as possible. We've got a feline kitty arriving, apparently. And extra scrutiny needed for anything that's non-human. That sounds a bit racist. Really get them talking for the envoys. That one gets that one. And that one as well. But we can now also redo things if we want to. There we have our painter.
Ma'am. The name is Seamus McGoblin. I've been requested to do some work in the sprawl. Just have my supplies here with me, nothing else to declare.
Let's talk
You have
to him.
paint with you. Are you like an artist?
Me? An artist? No, ma'am. I have a real job. I'm a painter. I paint things like walls and doors.
Artist? Nah, I have a real job.
An artist? Oh, you're giving me a laugh.
You may laugh, but I'm sure that you're an artist at heart.
Ah.
I'll have to tell Mrs. McGoblin that. She'll never believe she's been married to an artist all these years.
I'm gonna try that one on this paint. Is it working? Yay! We got lucky. All clear.
Those are my cans of paint. I wasn't sure what exactly was required of me, so I just brought my personal favourites.
Shall we confiscate some of its paints or let him keep it? He can keep it.
Just like you can't play cards without a full deck, a painter can't do their best job without all the colours.
Definitely true. No.
If I'm being honest, I'm not sure what I'm being asked to paint. A note was left at my shop late last night. You can have a look if you like.
I've got some work for you to do. Come to the sprawl at 2:30. There are 2 ways to paint your stuffs, one legit, the other in cuffs. The little girl will guide your way so that you can earn your portion of official sprawl currency. I'm pretty sure it says your pay, but...
Mysterious letters are way more common these days. And I have a feeling I'm the little girl they're talking about.
I didn't want to say, but you are indeed a little girl.
Yes, but very astute of you, dude.
For my age, I'm not.
How old are you?
I'm 12.
You still seem pretty little.
Rude! I did say... Oh, I had to call him. Oops. Can I use this whenever? I can seem to be able to use it whenever. This does seem to mean that with some of these guests, if I want to, I can just restart.
Hello, ma'am. The name... Just have my supplies here with me, nothing...
You have paint with you.
Me?
So these do
You
stay
may
the
laugh, but
same.
I'll have...
Do you want to use that one? Nah, because he didn't really have anything. Let's
If
talk
I'm
to him
being
once more.
honest, I'm not sure what I'm being asked to paint.
Mysterious letters are...
I didn't want to say, but...
For my age, I'm
I'm
not.
just going to skip
How
to
old are
that
you?
because it's
I'm
exactly
12.
the same still.
You're still...
And then we're just going to call Malcolm, as he's asked us to.
Well, it's about time he showed up. Send him to my office toot suite and I'll set him to work. No more doom and gloom down here in my office. Now it'll just be doom. What's that? Yes, I insist the horse get into the water. This is water polo after all.
That's not how water polo works, my friend. Oh. Let's admit this guy.
Many thanks. Say, before I go, do you have a favorite color?
Purple, but it's not one of the options.
I
Then
like
we'll
blue,
go with
I
blue.
guess.
Then I shall paint whatever it is I'm painting blue in your honor.
Aww.
Thank you again.
Jill's gonna be blue thanks to me. You let him do his job. What do you want? A parade? Oh, you can also just wait for that point and then rewind. Okay, good to know.
Hear ye, hear ye. I have come to announce to the princess a proposal of marriage from my lord and master, Prince Phineas Pomp, heir to the throne of Petrard. Prince Phineas, son of King Phineas and Queen Buttermilk,
Okay.
who was daughter of King Fangil, son of Queen Amelia, daughter of King Rupert, son of
Yes,
Queen
yes.
Talia, daughter of King
Get on
Salvatore,
with it.
son of Queen Farabelle, daughter of King Algernon, son of Queen Rebecca, daughter of King Timothy, son of Queen Sarsaparilla, daughter of King Finbar, son of Queen Anne, daughter of King Remus, son of Queen Turtledove.
How long will it keep going?
Who was daughter of King Fangil, son of Queen Amelia, daughter of King Rupert, son of Queen Talia, daughter of King Salvatore, son of Queen Farabelle, daughter of King Algernon, son of Queen Rebecca, daughter of King Timothy, son of Queen Sarsaparilla, daughter of King Finbar, son of Queen Anne, who was daughter of King Fangil.
Okay, he's just gonna keep
Thank
repeating
you.
the
Wow,
same thing.
okay, I think I got it.
Yay, I got a picture of the prince. Was that one of those envoys? Most likely. Cultural change, learn as much as you can, really get them talking.
Prince Phineas himself will arrive in the sprawl after a ceremonial visit to the royal sulfur mines of Petrard. The prince will be christening the newest of our sulfuric refineries by smashing a bottle of Petrardian fizzy over the front door.
You're supposed to do that with boats, not mines. But okay.
I guess you weren't important enough to go to the big party, huh?
As a matter of fact, the prince assured me it was much more important that I travel all the way here to announce his eventual arrival.
And you bought that?
I did until just this moment. An alliance between the great kingdom of Petrard and the Sprawl would benefit both sides mightily. Imagine the petrol and gunpowder our sulfur mines produce, combined with the technological advancements that your power crystals provide, would create a union that would make our two kingdoms the envy of the world.
Those sulfur mines smell like farts. Does Prince Flinflon smell like farts?
A little bit. I mean, his name is Phineas, Prince Phineas Pomp, heir to the throne of Petrard, son of King Phineas and Queen Buttermilk.
Yes.
Please, stop.
We get that. Stop it. Well, we really have to get them talking, so...
in celebration of the beginning of this new chapter of prosperity between the kingdoms of Petrard and the Sprawl, I shall play you an original composition of my own on the Petrardian greeting bugle.
Oh god.
If music be the food of love, then you know what to do, and a 2, and a 3.
You really seemed like you were having a good time up there.
Yeah, that.
I was. But what did you think of the song?
Really? I'd rather not say.
Yeah, that. Okay, you can go in. So we know you guys have sulfur mines, and that you can't play the bugle for shit.
Onward to announce the eventual arrival of Prince Phineas
Eventual
Pomp, heir to the
arrival.
throne of Petrard and future husband to Princess Desdemona. Incidentally, I believe there is a representative of the Marvarg Empire behind me, seeking to make a similar offer for the hand of the princess. If you refuse her entry, I will give you much gold tonight. I will meet you at the tavern after your shift. Remember, do not let in the Marvarg delegate.
We'll see about that. You admitted an admittedly annoying ambassador. Yeah, he was definitely a bit of an annoyance. A nuisance.
Good afternoon, child. I would like to enter this bustling metropolis with the desire to purchase a hat. I have lost my previous hat and I require a replacement.
Did something say about something person? No. He sounds suspicious.
Why come all this way to buy a hat? Surely they have hats where you're from.
They do, yes. But they do not match the standards of my previous hat. I was known well as one who adorned a hat of the highest caliber. I cannot go back.
Press it out.
I promise, child, I have searched high and low for the perfect hat. This sprawl is my last hope.
F to doubt? Don't know if this is gonna do anything, but there's a little heart with a hat in it. A heart-shaped horns in your Capello's heart.
When you lose something that has been a part of you, that has defined you for so long,
this game is so
it's like
silly.
you're missing a piece of your very soul.
That's pretty deep for someone talking about a hat.
Uh-huh. Talk to him
This
once
old
more.
hat of yours must have been something special.
Oh, it was. It was the
Prove
most
it.
fantastic hat you had ever seen. That is how I acquired my name. Signor Capello Fantastico.
What does that mean?
CF, which is on his belt.
Mr. Fantastic Hat.
Sigh. Oh, good God.
That's the worst name I've ever heard.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense without the hat.
Fair enough. Ah, you're a funny dude. You can go in. Poor guy is missing his hat.
I hope you find your hat, Mr. Fantastico.
Thank you, child. The next time you see me, you will say to yourself, "Wow, has that guy got a fantastic new hat?"
I have
see
no
about
doubt
that.
in my mind.
You provided no obstacle for him to chase his dreams. He'd tip his hat in gratitude if he had one. Not sure what it would be needed to get like that fourth thing, because...
I come with a message for Princess Desdemona of the Sprawl, from Praetor Kargan of the Marvog Empire.
Hi.
The Praetor bid me say directly to the princess, Eg tag maia kora una guahatag.
You what?
Grant me access to deliver this message personally, and I shall recite the Praetor's words to the princess with honor. Hail, Praetor Gargan! Kapla!
Okay, so we have two pictures now.
I killed 19 other mighty adversaries for the honor of delivering this message to your princess. I have brought
So,
the
raiders?
mightiest of these for
Klingon?
you to inspect,
Yeah,
as
maybe?
is our custom.
Does sound like it. I was thinking raiders from Fallout, but I could see Klingon being an option too. Brought you to head of my... yeah, that's
Oh my
fine.
God. Thank you for the gift?
This is how you know I am worthy to deliver the words of the Praetor to your princess.
If you say so. Kapla is Klingon. Ah, okay, yeah, I don't know any Klingon, so...
The Praetor is attending the ballet tonight. Upon its completion, Praetor Kargan will make for the sprawl.
Oh, so the Praetor's coming here later tonight?
Not likely. In Marvog, the ballet can last days, weeks even. It continues until only one dancer survives.
That sounds like a very deadly type of ballet. I'm
Ballet
not
is
sure
one
if
of the
I'd be
finest
interested
blood
in.
sports in the Marvog Empire, and the bodies of fallen ballerinas are stacked high in the main square, as is our custom.
Okay.
Oh dear God. Is there a prize for, winning the ballet?
Indeed there is. The winner is put directly into the line of succession to rule. Praetor Kargan was one of the finest ballerinas I have ever witnessed. Slaughtered dozens of other would-be ballerinas with a grace and beauty that brought a tear to my eye.
Right, so that's... a people that use...
What is that? Is it a poison mist?
I know, it's...
Perhaps an enemy weapon to put me in a state of ease before they pounce. Death is all around me, and I must be on guard for death's cold hand at all times. I cannot sleep. I would be vulnerable to attack.
That explains the black underneath your eyes.
I have not slept in many years, and whenever I close my eyes for a second, the ghosts of the warriors I have butchered fill my mind with dread message, despair, and die.
Eesh!
What? What happened? That is indeed powerful magic you wield, small gateminder.
I could earn a couple of extra bucks, but I would love to see this person deliver their message to the princess. This is just hilarious.
You have honor, little one, and shall always be a friend of the Marvag. And now, to fulfill my mission to speak the Praetor's words to the princess. Kapla!
It's Kapla with a Q. But it could definitely be a hint at. Because so far this game has had quite a few little nods to other things. You admitted an extremely well-armed visiting dignitary. Smart. I mean, if I would have denied, I might not have survived, so yeah, I think that was smart. I'd rather not get killed, you know.
Whoa there, Lucy. Hello and salutations to you, most
is this
honorable
Don
guardian
Quixote?
of the free peoples of the Sprawl. I am the envoy of the gallant Sir Beverly, a knight of some minor renown, which is also me. I have received a very special invitation from Her Majesty Princess Desdemona, as she turns her royal eye to finding a suitor.
Oh, so I actually got to pick between a couple of
If
them?
there's nothing else, I will be off to my happily ever after.
I want to use
Can
that
I
ring
see
on the
this
message.
invitation you received from the princess?
I don't trust it.
This letter looks like you made it yourself using old newspaper clippings.
Yep.
And
Hey,
it's
a
on the back
crow.
of a Monty's restaurant flyer.
Welcome to my stream. Welcome to Lil Guardsman,
Boy,
which
you have
so
keen
far
eyes. All right, so maybe I wasn't invited per se.
it's been very silly.
But I know the princess will be happy to see me, so I made this myself. Anyway, keep the flyer. Monty's serves incredible soup.
Yeah, dude, I ain't letting you in. Just for shits and giggles, though, I want to talk
Reached
to
me
you.
that Princess Desdemona was going to be entertaining potential suitors. I knew my days of jousting and dragon slaying were behind me.
I doubt you've done either of those, if I look at your weapon.
I saddled up my faithful steed Lucy and rode hard across the realm. For thrice 3 days we rode, stopping only to aid those in distress and relieve ourselves. Now, we are here to exclaim our dearest devotion to the beautiful princess, the fairest flower in a whole field of fair flowers.
Thrice 3 days? Really, Beverly?
Aye, little one, that is 8 whole days and nights.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
that's
It's
8 days.
9,
Whatever,
Dum-Dum.
dude.
I can count. It's
Uh-huh.
just thrice 3 is a really dumb way of saying it, Beverly.
Yeah, he doesn't
Have you ever
seem...
met Princess Desdemona?
Also, his horse is filled with scars.
Alack a day, I have not. 'Tis but a glimpse of her I have yet beheld, but that image has drawn me here like a moth to a forest fire. And though
We
it is
started
true
with the
I have
fire.
never
We
known
already
Colonel
burnt down the
Sullivan,
bank
the
yesterday.
thought fills my loins to bursting. Steady on, Lucy. I was only speaking metaphorically.
How do you know she wants
Yeah,
you to
it has
come and marry
full
her? She's
voiceover. It's
never met
amazing.
you before.
In that glimpse of her, I could see she was longing for true love to come and save her from her world of loneliness.
Yeah.
And it's
I don't think
actually
that's how
really well done,
glimpses
the
work.
voiceover. So, most of the game is talk to people, use tools on them, try and follow sort of what's written on the royal writ. So, there's, in this case, I had to let the painter in, there is 2 envoys coming, there's a feline companion called Sparkles, and anything that's not human I have to be extra careful with. But yeah, I already let 2 suitors in, so sorry dude. You ain't coming in. Yeah, everything's fully voiced over. Soundtrack is really fun here and there. Really
I
like
understand.
happy music and
You are being
stuff.
controlled by powerful forces and simply following orders. But know this, there is no force more powerful than love.
Dude, just give up.
You have not seen the last of Beverly, late night custodian of the Goblin Ball Stadium. On, Lucy.
Late night custodian. So he isn't even a knight. You followed the writ to the letter and intuited that the third envoy was not legit. Oh, and we got a little time machine hourglass thingy, which allows us to rewind the day.
Hey kid, are you Lil?
Yes? Who's asking?
Show a bit of respect. If you see her, tell her I got a mysterious letter for her.
Mysterious, you say? Fine, you've got me. Who's it from?
I'm not authorized to know.
That is mysterious. Does this mysterious letter have anything to do with the one my dad Hamish got this morning?
Your dad is Hamish? What a good guy. Did you hear about Randy, though?
Yeah, poor Randy got fired
Only
after
3
35
payments away
years.
on that catapult.
Yeah, it's a real shame. Anyways, just take the note. I gotta get back to work.
Yeah, because of us not letting in an old guy the day before, the bank ran out of gold, and that started a riot, which turned into the bank burning down. And we just learned in this day that the prisons are a bit broken, and instead of repairing, the jester is just repainting. But a couple of prisoners escaped, and those were arsonists. So, you know, we may or may not have helped burn the bank down.
Wait a minute. What are you doing? I really gotta catch up to my partner.
Nah. Yeah, so far the story's been great. We took over for a day for our dad, and we ended up with a time
you
machine.
You had me worried there for a second. See you around, kid.
Little girl stands at a gate, making choices. I can't wait. If you got a taste of madness and wish to circumvent great sadness, come and meet me after dark. Together we make our stamp on the world. M. Dungeon 7, Room 4, Boulevard de Douleur. Boulevard of Pain. Really? Right.
Nothing weird or creepy about that.
No, we're being invited to the dungeon. Definitely not creepy.
Where's that music coming from? What is happening?
Is it turning into a musical?
Good afternoon, I've traveled from afar. A simple girl who wished upon a star. Inside this castle lies my fate. Perhaps I'll even get a date. To my old life I sing au revoir. And you are?
It's Lil, and you need a good reason to be let in, but so far I'm not optimistic. Do you have any ID or anything?
Why does she have blood all over the
I assure you that my heart is true. Must this be a whole to-do? Inside these walls my destiny awaits.
I love it.
Just feels like if you weren't singing, we could move the plot along faster.
Okay, stuff like this makes me happy. I just want to try it because... Aw, crap. It's not working. Or... no. I can just rewind today. And try it again. Because this lady is all bloody. I don't trust it.
Where's that music coming from? What is
Yay, we're
happening?
singing!
Good afternoon, I've traveled from afar. A simple girl who wished upon a star. Inside this castle lies my fate. Perhaps I'll even get a date. To my old life I sing au revoir.
And you are? It's Lil, and you need a good reason to be let in. But so far, I'm not optimistic.
Me neither.
Do you have any ID or anything?
I assure you that my heart is true. Must this be a whole to-do? Inside these walls, my destiny awaits.
I'm getting some Monty
It just feels like if you
Python
weren't
vibes
singing,
here.
we could move the plot along faster.
Also, although her outfit, that's Cinderella's outfit. A blue blouse with black or brown on top, and a white apron and blonde hair. That's totally Cinderella. But with blood. Which, you know. Okay, let's try this again. So there's a 50-50% chance that these work. Ah. This is the last customer of the day. I have 3 more charges. Try this one more time. 3rd time is the charm, right? Does mean we'll get the singing again.
Where's that music coming from? What is happening?
Good afternoon, I've traveled from afar. A simple girl who wished upon a star. Inside this castle lies my fate. Perhaps I'll even get a date. To my old life I sing au revoir.
And you are? It's Lil, and you need a good reason to be let in. But so far, I'm not optimistic.
I really love the fact everything is voiced over except for some things that you look at and things like if you're looking at for instance earlier the jukebox, those things aren't voiced over, but every person has a voice in this
I
game.
assure you that my heart is true. Must this be a whole to do? Inside these walls, my destiny awaits.
It just feels like if you weren't singing, we could move the plot along faster.
I do hope they put more of the singing stuff in, because it's just hilarious.
I'm just so thrilled to finally be here in the sprawl. The people, the culture, the food, the hundreds of dark alleyways that could just swallow a person up.
Lady?
I have to say, I'm losing patience, Lil. At first you seemed so innocent, but still, I have a hunger driving me. The people everywhere will see my dark destiny I will fulfill.
Well, that took a dark turn.
A very dark turn? Please? Nah. Oh, no luck.
Okay, Lil. Now that we're real bosom friends, I guess I can open up to you.
That
Can you
escalated
just tell
quickly.
me and not sing it?
Nope.
Ah.
I guess that it's all so true. Why I ventured here to you is that I am a thief. And also I should claim that I likely bear the blame for forging
writing checks and larceny, for smuggling drugs and piracy, for setting many fires and causing grief, so much grief.
Oh my god! Just because you're singing it doesn't make any of that remotely okay.
Yeah. Striker? Striker is the main guard.
What is that?
Excuse me, who are you talking to? What are you saying to them? Are you talking about me? Behind my back?
I'm right in front of you.
It drives me crazy when people talk about me behind my back right in front of me. This is making me angry.
Uh-oh.
Oh, maybe let's try singing?
Oh god.
At times like this, what helps is this, calming down.
This isn't a duet. I'm the star here. You think you're going to burn me? It's me that's going to burn you.
I just got myself killed.
Whoa, I didn't think this was that kind of game.
Me neither. Also, yes, there is some fourth wall breaking in this game.
Where's that music coming from? What is happening?
Good afternoon. I've traveled from afar.
Yes. We heard you sing. Deny! It's probably gonna get me killed as well.
I see now that you aren't my friend. My time here is about to end. You haven't seen the last of me.
That sounds like a threat.
You're the worst.
Despite the songbird's sweet serenade, you correctly identified a homicidal maniac and turned her away. With the right tool, there may have been more to find. Yeah, well, most of my tools were out. Oh, the fruit potion would have worked well on her. Oh well. The most beautiful threat I ever heard. Yeah! Due to your middling performance 2.83, you were paid a mere 10 gold for this shift. At least it was more than 2, which is what I need to do. So 3-star represents a good score in Lil Guardsman. The 4-star result relies on superb deduction, the perfect loadout, a bit of luck, or some combination of all three things. The results screen like this one will guide you towards a 3-star result, but the 4-star is up to you. You admitted an admittingly annoying ambassador, provided no obstacle for him to chase his dreams. He'd tip his hat in gratitude if he had one. Admitted an extremely well-armed visiting dignitary. Smart. Followed the writ to the letter and intuited that this third envoy was not legit. And despite the songbird's sweet serenade, you correctly identified a homicidal maniac and turned her away. With the right tool, there may have been more to find. But hey, we got 50 coins now. We had 40 when we started today, so as long as we don't give it to our dad, we're fine. Alright, we had to go to the dungeon now. The end of our shift. That's definitely not creepy, getting a letter, hey, meet me at the dungeon. Ideal for prisoners who only have one arm. Every castle needs a creepy dungeon, right? Yeah. Having not seen a bathroom, you become horrified at the realization of what this bucket is for. Room full.
Is this the right place?
It even has a skull on the knocker. This is...
It is. I mean, enter if you dare. Oh, you dared. Hello. Welcome to my lair of chaos.
It looks like a bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
It is his damn bedroom.
So we have Malcolm, the jester, Striker, head of the guards, and Ash, Councilwoman Ash.
It can be two things. I'm a minimalist.
So, this is the little guardsman we've been talking about. Wait, you are, right?
Yep.
I'm not actually a real guardsman, little or otherwise.
Then what are you?
I'm an adventurer.
Wrong girl. Lieutenant Stryker, bag her up and erase her memory.
Memory erase?
No, trust me, this is the one. Good news, little girl. You're going to be working the gate for the foreseeable future.
So... Wait, what? At the start of the game, when you take over the shift from your dad, he actually says that if you get caught, it would probably cost him his job, and not just that, might actually have some worse consequences. And now they're like basically offering me my dad's job.
What? That's not good news. Why me? I hardly have a grasp on what I'm doing, and
Yeah.
I'm barely tall enough
Share
to
with
see over
Spike's
the desk.
gotta be comfy, right? Although he does seem to be floating above it, so who knows? Hardly. Also, lamp with a foot and fake dentures.
I see. Then you're free to go.
Keep it together, Mal. Listen, little girl, we have eyes and ears all over the city, but the gates have always been a blind spot for me.
The point is, the safety and security of the sprawl must be preserved and protected, and you might be positioned to help maintain the balance. Do you understand our meaning?
Why would you ask a 12-year-old to do this? I smell a little fishy.
Going
just a tiny
forward,
bit.
we want you to enact our wishes and whims when deciding who should enter and not enter the sprawl. Understand?
What if I refuse? You can't make me do anything I don't want to do. I'm 12 years old.
Damn it, you've got us there. But how about we leave it up to chance? Guess which hand is holding the colored ball, and we'll forget about the whole thing.
How is that a solution?
But if you guess it correctly, you agree to do our bidding no matter how nefarious or unreasonable. Sound like a deal?
Do I even have a choice?
Yes. You choose which hand.
Not the brightest one, is she?
Hold on! That's just rude. Left.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was the wrong choice. What you should have chosen was my foot.
Can I use my bag? And that's cheating.
But you said it would be in your hand.
And what is the foot if not the hand of the leg? You lost fair and square.
But...
Oh, and don't worry about your father. We're each quite capable at finding ways to keep him busy, making sure you have to cover for him.
But...
That concludes this briefing. We suggest you go back home, rest, and wake up tomorrow prepared to go to your new mundane job, which you will work at for the foreseeable future.
It's called being an adult.
So whether I would have chosen left or right wouldn't have made a difference.
I trust you won't disappoint us.
Goodbye.
Can I ask for like more crystals or? Yes.
Why did you turn off the light? She obviously knows we're still here.
She wouldn't have known that if you didn't start talking.
I should have brought another drink.
And then they call her, well, me, not the brightest. This feels like a game if I do this often enough. Something will happen. If not, that is just such a missed opportunity. It is. Nah. Oh, I can actually sell those things. Well. I'm not so sure we should be happy about the fact that we're working for them now. Something fishy is going on here. Hey, Dad!
Boy, what a day. Hey, Arda, pour me a cold one, will ya?
Make that 2, Arda. Hey, wait a minute. You're too young to be drinking cold ones.
This is our dad. Hamish, although Miss Abernathy has a point, his name should be Shamish. Shamish sounds better.
Can it at least be cold?
That depends. How did work go today?
Did better than a 2-star rating, I can tell you that. What were you doing again?
The bidding of the 3 royal advisors.
Do you think it's normal that the big names and faces of this city are using us for their own personal and political gain?
She's way too smart for a 12-year-old.
After today, I don't know what's normal anymore.
There's someone waiting for you in the back alley. Garcy Blinkers, Gerby Bonbons.
Oh, Garby!
Anyways, it's just through that door over there.
Alright.
That Malcolm is a madman, but at least he pays well. And with you working the guard shed, I'm pulling in 2 salaries. Your milk is on me.
The little bit that's left that he didn't spend on gambling, that is.
Hey, we have extra of the daily special today. Eggs and oil and lemon. Do you and your dad want to take it?
No, we're not gonna take it.
He's got a new hat!
It is not as fantastic as my previous hat.
Aww.
My journey, it continues.
He has a hat-shaped hole in his heart. It's kind of adorable.
It's broken. If you can find someone to fix it, be my guest.
Ooh, so if I find somebody who can fix things, I can...
Aha! There she is, the brilliant little half-pint running the desk.
The sentence in the bar name. What? The Twisted Sisters? Yes. This game is filled with little references to all kinds of things.
I trust you refused entry to the envoy from the Marvog Empire like we talked about? If you did, I have the gold I promised you, right?
Yep, I sure did. Kick their ass back to Marvog.
Incredible bravery in the face of a brutal murderer.
Oh, you know, all in a day's work. What kind of gold are we talking about here?
I have here 20 pieces of gold. Fair is fair. Take them. They are yours, and with many thanks from Prince Phineas Pomp, heir to the throne of Petrard, son of King Phineas and Queen Buttermilk, who was daughter of King...
Just the gold, thank you.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
He just believed me. I did not. Yeah, the Twisted Sisters Tavern. Also the fact it's all neon and everything, that is just Chef's Kiss. Twisted Sister is by far one of the best concerts I've ever seen. Was at Grass Pop twice, 2 times, 3 times that I've seen them, and they're amazing. But yeah, there's that. There is a poster in her room. I'm pretty sure we'll see it in a bit, which also has some interesting references to pop culture. The envoy from Marva, Captain Kapla, which Zev told me apparently is Klingon. So they do have a lot of references to pop culture and stuff, which is pretty cool. And it kind of fits the whole feel of the game.
You're my very first customer.
The whip we got as a tool, actually first time you saw it, she started humming the Raiders of the Lost Relic theme instead of Raiders of the Lost Ark. So yeah, it's a bit of a parody here and there and stuff, which is really cool. Ah, let's be nice. He seemed like a nice bloke.
Watching you alternately help and hinder folks at the gate yesterday, and I thought, Garby, there must be an industry of enterprising individuals supporting the guards. And when I looked around, there wasn't. So I met a mage who's got a magic crystal hookup, and now I'm selling Guardsman tool power-ups.
Ooh!
If you've got the cash, I can sell you extra power crystals. Both the good kind
I'm
and
not
the
gonna
cheap,
take it.
roll
Yeah,
the dice
exactly.
and see what happens kind, as well as power-ups for all of your tools. It's pricey, but the more crystals you can load into those bad boys, the better. Finally,
Definitely, because then we
if
can
you
use them
need
more
cash,
often.
You can sell me anything you might have taken off of unsuspecting suckers. Here, take a look.
Take a look. So, we'll sell that one. I don't need that. And what? I don't need those pictures either. So I can buy extra charges on these. And I can get extra... Truth Space seems interesting to have a little bit of extra on, and let's buy one of each of those. Don't have much more. Alright. Oh. That cannot be safe. Lil could fall into the sewers if she could walk to that part of the screen. Again, game not taking itself too seriously. No. I wanted to go through the garbage, not go inside yet. Let's go back outside. And now I've got "we're not gonna take it" in my head. Thanks. Smells coming out of the dumpster. Indescribable. Yeah, I can imagine. There's nothing else over there. Nope. Also, that hair is way too bouncy. That can't be natural, right? But we've talked to everyone. Got hold of that sucker because he believed me. Oh.
I think I've done everything I need to do, but are you sure you're ready to hit the hay?
Who are you talking to?
Quiet, you. I'm not ready for bed. There's...
Can I go back
don't
outside?
really have anywhere to...
So there isn't.
I think I've done everything I need.
What about Gamescom this year? Yeah, I kind of really do want to go, but I'm also not really in a financial spot currently to actually go. I think it's best for me currently to just first make sure I got a job again and such, so I can actually afford a ticket and the trip over there, even if it would just be for one day. I really, really miss it. because it's definitely one of my favorite conventions because they do so much for indie games. And yeah, last time I went, which was not last year, the year before, the year we met, I think I spent 2 whole days just going past all the indie booths and talking with people there, with the developers and such, and it was just amazing. I have friends that I was there with who were actually complaining about how it wasn't that great and such. About, you know, because there weren't enough of the bigger studios and they didn't really care for the indies, which saddened me, and they also said that about last year. Even though I've got friends that went and were like praising the convention to high heavens because of how much love they showed for indie games. So I really would want to go again, and preferably multiple days, but it is a trip by car, and also a hotel and everything does cost quite a bit because it's in vacation and everything. So I think for this year I have to skip it again unless I get lucky and, I don't know, get to volunteer there or whatever. I know you told me. Yeah, I know I made you play Outshine from a Belgian game studio, which unfortunately is kind of dying. Most of their amazing developers left, started a new studio. So that happened.
Quiet, you.
Have to destroy a stage again. That didn't happen. We didn't do shit. Nothing happened there. Seamus McGoblin did a commendable job painting the dungeon walls. Although humble, he really is quite skilled. He never let a drop hit the floor, and he did all the edges without using tape. Really high quality work. It brought a much needed breath of life into the room where some people wait for execution. Seamus went home with his hard-earned paycheck in one hand and a bouquet of flowers for his wife in the other. He put his 6 goblin children to bed, swept his wife off of her feet, and took her to their room. Their 7th child, Becky McGoblin, is due sometime in spring. Okay. The Petrardian envoy presented himself at court, which began okay, until out of sheer politeness, Princess Desdemona acknowledged his bugle. He proceeded to toot his own horn, which rapidly diminished the favor he had just curried, and all in attendance left with a bad taste in their mouths and a ringing in their ears. Yeah, he made us listen to a little bit of it. It was horrible. That night, lying in his bed in the chambers provided for visiting dignitaries, he felt smug that he had managed to successfully slow down the competition by bribing a guardsman. He thought to himself, maybe I missed my calling as a spy, but quickly rethought it as he considered the life expectancy for a Petrardian intelligence agent. Also, he didn't bribe me, he just gave me money for not doing what he asked. Signor Capello Fantastico entered into sprawl and began his quest for the perfect hat. He ventured to every store that sold headgear in the sprawl. Henry's hats, Linda's lids, Homer's haberdashery, the Chapeau Shack, Mind Your Millinery, hats, all caps, and even Jiddle's Yarmulke York. But none of them had the type of hat he was searching for. I'm really wondering what type of hat he's looking for. But rest assured, Signor Capello Fantastico will not relent until the top of his head is restored to its former glory. Mayala. After relaying Praetor Gargan's message to the princess, the Marvac envoy walked past the National Ballet of the Sprawl's repertory company rehearsing in the park. Seeing that the ballerinas of the Sprawl were doing things completely wrong, the Marvac envoy decided to join in to teach them a thing or two. Now, the Sprawl's ballerinas are experts in first position and first-degree murder. Right. Since the envoy was distracted, the praetor never got word if the princess received their message. But don't worry, they'll show up anyway. I was supposed to stop her from entering. The night entry, the fake Sir Beverly took off his fake armor and got back on his fake horse. Yes, even the horse was fake. And went home to his real hut where he lived with his real mother and wallowed in his very real depression. Ouch! This game is kind of brutal here and there. Chloe. Chloe was picked up by a patrol outside of the city limits after having set fire to a hen house with her blowtorch, which spread to a number of surrounding houses, costing the treasury and reducing the city's food supply. So, the game started with Lil having a nightmare about setting the city on fire. So far, we've made it so that the bank was set on fire, and now a hen house with a number of surrounding houses as well. Oops. I'm sorry. I have a feeling this nightmare of Lil from the start of the game might actually come true at some point.
It's News in the Morning with me, your news anchor, Manuel Mentiroso. Breaking news. The chosen suitors for our beloved and newly available Princess Desdemona will be arriving today in the Sprawl. Be on the lookout for royal carriages, entourages, and attitudes. Breaking news. The Duchess of Scarborough's prized pet cat, Sprankles, has passed away at the age of 43. A representative
never
of the
saw
Small
the cat.
Rodent and Budgie Coalition shared their condolences, then immediately scampered around without reserve. Breaking news. The Sprawl will be host to a Goblin Ball match today between our Sprawl Brawlers and the opposing Caladar Lightning at the Goblin Ball Arena. Breaking news. That was my last piece of breaking news. Keep tuning in for all your Sprawl news updates. We now return to our regularly scheduled radio silence.
Right. So as I said earlier, this room also has some references to Nirvana and the Ramones on the posters. Really like the posters. Yeah, there's a Game Boy too. There's a unicorn here, a dragon, the skateboard. The typewriter is kind of funny too. Like, we're in the medieval times and they have a typewriter. Sure. Oh, there's a note again.
Oh look, another note.
I wonder who that's from. Lil, I'm off running an error for Lieutenant Stryker today. Apparently she needs me to time how long it takes to run around the entire circumference of the sprawl. Really shouldn't have competed in that hot dog eating contest last night. Do me a favor and go down to the Goblin Ball Arena and place a bet of 30 gold for me after work. There's an extra $5 just for you.
You didn't tell me which team to bet on, but my chances can't be any worse than his usually are.
Yeah. Plus, we could place a bet, potentially win, and not tell him we won. Okay, the Royal Writ. Expect the arrival of Crown Prince Phineas of Petrard and Praetor Cargan of the Marvac Empire. Don't let your guard down, but do not delay them unnecessarily. Today is the Goblin Ball Tri-Goblin Cup semi-final between our beloved Sprawl Brawlers and the Caladar Lightning. There has been a BS report, Bank of Sprawl report, regarding a number of unusual transactions involving sports betting. A reminder to the Guard Force, city officials are forbidden to participate in grey market sports betting. The guards are hearing talk of increased smuggling. Be vigilant. Watch out for anything that could have a secret compartment. Trust no one. Deploy the truth spray if necessary. Okay. And we wait. So per day we get 3 actual let's put an actual one in there and a decoder in gets one too. Put a second one in there. Put one in there. And we can start our day. I'm not sure what I was expecting this game to be like, but I am liking it quite a bit more than I even expected I was gonna like it. You also gonna say daughter of, son of, and all that kind of crap?
No need to bow or genuflect. No need to avert your eyes, no.
Genuflect? You what?
For though I am a crowned prince of the realm, I am a humble man. One of the people.
Wake me up when he's done.
You, tiny gatekeeper.
You done? He seems to be the prince.
Glad to know that the opening ceremonies of our newest royal sulphur mine were a complete success. Only 4 deaths, which is far fewer than the last.
Only 4 deaths?
No matter, we look forward in Petrard. No sense crying over spilt. Well, there it is.
Spilled blood?
I'm glad things went well. Jeez, 4 dead? At an opening ceremony?
Yes, tragic. Avoidable, but still tragic. Luckily, it wasn't anyone important. A few unskilled laborers and 1 server. Could have been much, much worse.
Jesus, dude. Yeah, he doesn't seem interesting enough to do that one. Talk for him.
I've heard tell that the barbaric warmonger Praetor Kargan is my chief rival for the hand of your fair princess. Can't even find decent competition these days. The Marvarg are a loathsome bunch of butchers, killing each other over the tiniest infractions. Bump into someone in the checkout line, trial by combat. Accidentally sneeze on a sacred heirloom, trial by combat. Worst vacation of my life.
I wouldn't take the Marvog lightly if I were you. They are a proud warrior race who defend their honor with their lives. Some people might find that kind of sexy.
Ha! That is nothing compared to a handsome carriage ride around the sulphur depots in the Petrardian High Court.
With a pompous ass like you?
That sounds pungent.
Indeed it is.
Did we need to warn her about this? Well, let's just call Ash and let her know that one of them is here.
Is he handsome?
Well...
No.
Is he charming? They say that he's charming.
No.
He has charm for a prince, I guess.
Yes.
I don't mean a wide range.
Oh, never mind. I will see for myself. Send the prince in at once, and for goodness sake, don't talk to him. We wouldn't want you to put him off.
Jeez. Too late though, I already talked to him. That face. Seriously.
And with that, it is off to face the princess and destiny. Before I go, can you spot me a $5? I'm afraid I left my wallet in my other pants.
No.
Is it that you don't have the money, or that you don't want to lend it to me?
I don't have it.
Not terribly surprising, lower class working type. Besides, look at this dump. I'm amazed you even have enough power to keep the lights on.
Rude.
Right, I'll find someone a bit more well-heeled to help me.
Probably lost my 4-star there. But you didn't you admitted the Crown Prince of Petrard, but you didn't spot him $5, which is your right. Hey, I got that $5 from my dad for myself, so no, I'm not gonna give it to him. Who do you think he is?
Good day. I traveled up here with the convoy what was bringing Prince Phineas to the sprawl. I'm not staying long. Just need a place for tonight before I head back to Petrard.
me see what's in your lunchbox.
That toolkit was handed down to me by my great aunt Gildy, one of the finest restorers of beauty this world has ever known. A kit like this in the right hands.
Ooh, maybe he
nothing
can fix our jukebox.
I think you'd know what to do with these better than I would.
I appreciate it, especially coming from a fellow tool enthusiast.
Tool enthusiast?
You got your own awesome toolkit there, and I bet you love using it as much as I do mine.
Yeah, fair enough.
Tell you what, if there's anything you need fixing, I'd be happy to take a look for you.
Yes, please.
As a matter of fact, the jukebox at the Twisted Sisters Tavern has been on the fritz for ages now.
Oddly enough, fixing fritzy jukeboxes is my specialty. I'll go there straight away, and you'll be boogieing before you can sing a chorus of Hey Nani Nani.
Of course, it happens to be his specialty.
I don't understand what any of that meant, but great.
I'm gonna talk a bit
I was
more to
hired
him.
to come along with the convoy in case anything broke down on the way, in case repairs were needed on any of the equipment or transport. The prince doesn't exactly travel light. 3 carriages of wardrobe changes alone.
Jesus Christ.
To be honest, I don't get to the sprawl often. Too many mages around these parts for my liking.
I'm sure they were glad to have you as a personal insurance policy.
I don't know if I'd go that far. If they didn't absolutely need to hire someone to make sure the prince was here bright and early, they surely would not have. Wouldn't spend a penny on their dying aunt, the Pomp family.
Jesus. Weird
If
people.
I could have afforded to stay home, I would have. But they made me an offer I couldn't refuse.
Made me an offer I couldn't refuse. Really.
Was it a threat? A horse's head in your bed?
Why did it? I knew it! That was the first thing I was thinking of, and then they went there. They went Godfather on us.
Nope, just a big heaping pile of money. The king and queen are desperate for the prince to secure the hand of Princess Desdemona. The future prosperity of Petrarch depends on it.
It's disappointing now,
To be
let's
frank,
just
the whole
fold though.
kingdom is flat broke. This is their only chance to marry rich.
I guess
I
that
like
explains
this guy.
the big deal everyone's making out of this whole let's marry the princess off thing. Shouldn't she have some kind of say in the matter?
Now that is something seriously worth considering.
Hey, I'm smart for a 12-year-old kid. So, I think this means that this evening the jukebox
I
is going to be
thank you
fixed.
for this respite for the evening. I'm certainly glad I don't have to head all the way back to Petrarch tonight. By the way, do you know of a good inn nearby?
The Twisted
No
Sisters.
better place than the Twisted Sisters Tavern. Not a classic beauty, but she'll get you where you need to go.
My kind of establishment. I'll see you there.
Yep, you will, because I live there. And that gave me 4. Yay! It's good. We need to keep our ratings above 2. Is this for the dead kitty cat?
Oh, boo-hoo-hoo.
Oh, Sprankles. Weep, weep, weep.
The cat was called Sparkles. Yeah, this falls underneath the last one there. I'm gonna use this one. That's not a corpse.
What's this then?
That's dust.
Of course it is. There's a corpse in there after.
No, pixie dust. It's an illegal narcotic used by layabouts and no-goodniks. What on earth is it doing inside Sprankles?
I confess, I've been holding this inside for too long. I was approached by a weird guy who tricked me into smuggling illegal pixie dust into the sprawl for him. He was holding the ball in his foot. Who does that? I plead guilty, Your Honor, on the grounds of I did it.
I'm not a judge, you know.
Oh.
Guy who had a ball in his foot. Sounds like Malcolm.
But I'll leave it to the courts to deal with this. The rest of you, pack up your dead cat and be on your way.
What?
Alright, have fun burying your cat.
We shall.
Sprankles will be so happy at St. Euphogenia's. I just know it. Thank you, my dear. Sprankles thanks you.
Good. And that's how you x-ray your way to success.
You did this thing. You foiled a drug smuggler bringing narcotics-grade pixie dust into the sprawl inside the casket of a dead cat. What a weird day. Good job. Something tells me they had more than just that little baggie.
Phew, I made it. Listen, I gotta get in there. The whole team came through a while ago and the game is about to start. We all good?
And you are...
You're kidding, right? Come on, I'm Saruna Goodfoot, the Star Troll Goblin Ball player for the Kalidar Lightning. I don't have time for games right now. I gotta get to the stadium and win us a game.
What did it say here? Didn't say anything special. Let's call Ash.
Oh, yes, Saruna. I heard she was running late for the game. Something about an unfortunate detour at the last minute. Such a shame. Because if a team doesn't win today, then I won't have to owe the mayor of Kalidar 5 barrels of fine Sprawley mulled wine. Do me a favor. Keep her busy until the game is over, will you?
Yeah, figured as much. So I could either do that, or I could just say, you go ahead. Which is what I'm about to do. Because I don't trust those 3 people.
Thanks.
In the dungeon.
Now to wipe the floor with those lousy Sprawl Brawlers. When you hear the crowd cheering my name, you'll know it's for me.
Yeah, because they will be cheering somebody else's name for you. That's
duh.
Definitely how that goes. Oh, here you can even get 4 stars, apparently. Although maybe by denying her, but...
Greetings! I am Praetor Kargan of the Marvog Empire. I believe you met my envoy, the angry warrior with the head in the bag. She would have come by this gate to announce my arrival. I demand you let me pass immediately. Quapla.
This is not very convincing, you know that, right?
Why do you pester me with questions? I am a very important royal figure and I must enter your city to meet your princess and marry her. Now let me be gone, child. Quack black.
Just a few more routine procedures. You understand.
Please hurry. I do not like to be kept waiting.
I'm definitely using this on her. And I want it to go right. Truth serum.
I must resist the urge to need to focus. I am Praetor Kargan of the Marvog Empire. And not some copycat looking to get into the city and use Praetor's likeness to score free hotel rooms. Phew, I did it. Now let me through, child. Quad block.
You're just too fun to talk to.
Your envoy said you had a message for the princess? What was that message again?
My message? Oh, it's Iki Bok Choi Flanagan Mok Tok. It means together we shall be married.
Yeah, it's definitely bok choy. It's definitely Chinese food.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. Quaplorm.
How long did it take you to learn a second language?
Not that long. It wasn't hard to learn Marvagian. I mean, this language we're currently speaking.
Yeah, lady, you're not very convincing. I'm sorry, but no.
I am the prattler.
Yes, you're the prattler. Yes, you're prattling. Yes.
What on earth are you doing? Since when are you exercising independent thought? I don't care what your opinion of them is. If they're the real Praetor Kargan, then let them through at once. Is that clear?
No. They're phonies. I'm letting a phony through.
You've made a powerful enemy today, little girl. You'll soon feel the wrath of an entire empire. Quaplort and goodbye.
Kaploord, yes. Definitely kaploord. You saw through the old fake Praetor routine from a mile away. Who does she think you are? Someone who can't see through the old fake Praetor routine? Psh, amateur. Definitely an amateur. There we go. That's
Little
more like it.
warrior, I am weary after a long journey, and I am not used to being made to
Also,
wait in a lineup.
why does she remind me of He-Man?
Let me pass on my way. I must rest before I meet your princess in order to win her hand and bring honor to my people.
This seems more legit. This may seem like a strange request, but would you mind saying your famous battle cry for...
You mean Kapla?
That's the one.
I would hope that my stunning war cry is sufficient to being granted entry immediately.
Just...
According to my sources, the Praetor's carriage still hasn't passed the Swampland outpost. The Marvog are always so caught up in battle and war, I wouldn't put it past them to have sent a decoy carriage in case they got attacked. It's very difficult to tell what the Marvog are up to. You have to use your own judgment on this one.
Now I have to use my own judgment. I did earlier, and she was pissy. Now I do, and it's like, just use your own judgment. This looks legit, though, so I'm just gonna admit her. Had to be fast about it.
And thus I truly begin my quest to marry Princess Desdemona and bring a generation of prosperity to the Marvog Empire. You, little warrior, will have a footnote in history for this encounter. For victory.
Aww.
For Marvog. Kapla!
I'll be a footnote in history. Yay! You admitted Praetor Kargan of the Marvag Empire, and thus she truly begins her quest to marry Princess. You get the idea. And that's the end of our shift. 3 stars? Even more than 3. Nice. Due to your good performance, 3.5, you were paid 20 gold for this shift. You admitted the Crown Prince of Retrard, but you didn't spot him $5, which is your right. You two enthusiasts need to stick together. You did a sting! You foiled a drug smuggler bringing narcotics-grade pixie dust into the sprawl inside the casket of a dead cat. What a weird day. You admitted the star player of the Kaladar Lightning. With her, they're nearly unstoppable. You saw through the old fake Praetor routine from a mile away. Who does she think you are? Someone who can't see through the old fake Praetor routine? Psh, amateur. And you admitted Praetor Kargan of the Marvag Empire, and thus she truly begins her quest to marry Princess. You get the idea. So yeah, with the prince, I guess if I would have spotted him the $5, I would have gotten 4 stars, but no way in heck that I was gonna give him that. So our dad wanted us to go there to bet for him. Seeing they have their star player, I'm betting that they're gonna be winning. new location as well. Hello there.
Hello. Thank you for coming to my booth today. I'm here taking a poll on what the new name for the stadium should be.
What's wrong with the Goblin Ball Stadium?
It's a little on the nose. The owners want a little more pizzazz in the title, and you don't get pizzazz without taking polls, or poll-zazz as I call it. Care to give your opinion?
Actually,
Sure.
I've really got to be...
Great. What one word would you use to describe
Boring.
Perfect. And the stadium? You would say it's,
Coliseum?
Excellent. And finally, you come to the stadium mostly...
That's washrooms.
Okay, that is super. Your input will be tallied with the others. Thank you very much for your time today.
My choice will have an effect. Great. Oh, Capello has a new hat.
Concessions, come and get them. We got it all. T-shirts, hats, food, drink, illegal gambling, commemorative foam fingers. You there. What can I get for you today?
Did you say illegal gambling?
I sure did. You interested?
I'm 12.
Hey, it's illegal anyways. What's the difference? You want to bet on who's going to win the big game?
I can't be any worse at this than my dad, so sure, why not?
Here are the teams at play, kiddo. Which one do you want to hear about? They're not the best team in the game, but they got a real ringer playing for them. Saruna Goodfoot. Boy, when she gets going, you can't stop her. You sure you want to bet on them?
Yes.
How much you looking to gamble?
I'm gonna go with 20. Yes. Yes.
All right, kid. Your bet is in. Good luck.
Talk to this guy.
hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat.
He's
My
still looking
journey,
for a new hat.
It continues.
You'll find your hat. I'm sure of it.
Let's watch some Goblin Ball.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I have no clue what this is.
After one of the most chaotic third quarters I've ever seen, complete with the rare capture of the Golden Mongoose, this is still anybody's game. But look, Kaladar star player Saruna Goodfoot has taken possession of the wagon wheel and she hurls it. And it's passed through the flaming gates. That's the game, folks. Too bad, Sprawl Brawlers, but that is certainly one for the record books for Saruna Goodfoot and the Kaladar Lightning.
Anyway, also, he spoke about the Golden Mongoose, so this sounded a lot like it's
Lucky
partially
guess,
based on
kid.
Quidditch.
Come back next time for all your illegal gambling needs. Just ask for Fredo.
Fredo, really. My Frodo. But yay, we won! Don't know how much actually, and didn't check. Did that just double our bet, or did we get a lot more? Barbie shop for a sec. This might be nice. We can upgrade something
if
again.
It isn't my favorite pint-sized Lil Guardsman Lil. You just missed the guards from down at the East Gate. They almost cleaned me out, but I promise I saved a few goodies just in case you happened by.
Aww.
Gee, thanks. Take a look.
Not that I believed him or anything, but yeah, it just doubled my bet, basically. I did just spend our dad's money as well, so I guess we'll be lying to him and said we lost. Okay, let's talk to him first.
If it isn't my little gate guard friend. Of all the taverns and all the towns and all the world.
Yeah. Hello again, Mr. Dwarf.
This jukebox doesn't work.
No.
Yeah, it's been broken for ages.
Looks like the cables have been chewed right through.
That's why I sent you here, so you can fix it.
Yuck. Rats?
Told you, not a class of beauty.
Beauty.
You can say that again. Anyway, I can fix that for you.
That would be wonderful.
For a price.
Ugh.
Crap. Okay, how much are we talking about here?
15 gold should do it.
Oh.
Oh well, no sweat. We've been just...
Suit yourself.
Do I have stuff I can sell? I should have done this first, because I want the jukebox fixed. Can I undo my latest purchase with this guy? This is why you always do that stuff first before going to the shop. I have nothing to sell. That sucks. Then I really hope this dude doesn't just poof. And he will be back.
Poor thing. I bet you were the life of the party once.
Okay.
I
What are
did
you
it.
doing it?
I quit my job as lackey to that awful man.
Oh, I'm so proud
and
of
when
you.
I mentioned it to someone at the bus stop, they gave me a sock. And I have no idea why.
He's Dobby! He's our little buddy Dobby! Aww.
Just one sock, not even the pair. What am I supposed to do with one sock?
That means you're
I made
free.
a terrible mistake.
No, you didn't.
This place has been a little quiet lately. If only we had a few more dwarven customers come through here. They can fix anything. Ah, well, back to listening to the gentle scurrying of the rat, the twiddling of Emma in the kitchen.
Yes. I think we've
I
been
don't
everywhere.
really have anywhere to be.
Yeah.
I think I've done everything I need to do, but are you sure you're ready to...
Well, we can't really do anything else anymore, ladies, so... Yes? We didn't see our dad all day. Probably because he's still running around the city. Upon entering the sprawl, Prince Phineas presented himself at court to the princess. But because she didn't lend him a fiver, he was not able to double it in a game of beer pong at the Basilisk Club, which he could have then tripled participating in the Leaky Downspouts arm wrestling tournament. Maybe it's for the best. The dwarven tinkerer left his interaction with Lil the Guardsman with a spring in his step. The connection you made in a time of increasing intolerance towards non-humans made him think that perhaps rumors of bigotry in the sprawl had been greatly exaggerated. Unfortunately, just before heading up to bed in his room at the inn, he took in the night air and chanced upon a group of young men leaving the social club for the Sons of Nobles clubhouse. They were able to overpower him and stuff him into a garbage can. He was found the next morning, without his recently discovered faith in humanity. Aww! Our friend! The Duchess of Scarborough, her valet, and their entourage made it to St. Ephigenia's just in time for the solemn event of Sprankle's funeral. There was not a dry eye in the house, nor a dry crotch when it came to the cats in attendance, who commemorated the evening by cleaning themselves through the Duchess's moving eulogy. The smuggler was apprehended and promptly sent to the dungeon. Unfortunately, he escaped sometime between midnight and 2 a.m. with the help of his mysterious contact on the inside, whose office happened to be just down the hall from that particular cell. Yup. Figured. Invigorated by their win, thanks to their captain and their lucky second sweatband, the jubilant Caladar Lightning players set fire to a cart full of hay. The fire spread to the neighboring warehouse, which was full of coloring books, bound for St. Ephigenia's home for orphans and other unwanted ragamuffins. Parents' team sports just great. We continue setting shit on fire! Awesome! The fake praetor that you were very wisely turned away, took their shtick on the road, and was eventually picked up by the Marvak authorities for impersonating their beloved praetor. She was later sentenced to perform in the next ballet, lovingly called the Nutcracker. Ow. After the indignity of standing in line like a commoner and being subjected to the normal process and procedure at the castle gate, the praetor had to hurry to the palace where they presented themselves to the court. Her status meant that everyone in attendance made a sufficient fuss, but she could tell that she wasn't bringing her A-game, and would have to make up for her less than perfect first impression in the coming days. Oops.
For all your hard-hitting, high-octane extreme sports highlights and recaps, you're listening to the #1 sports station in the sprawl. Now here's Gabbin' 'Bout Goblin Ball with your hosts Rhonda and Peg.
Oh, Rhonda, what about the outcome of last night's game, the Brawlers and the Lightning?
Oh, Peg, you don't want to get me started on that.
But I do.
First, the big news. They finally decided on the new name for the Goblin Ball Stadium.
Oh god.
After months of in-person and in-creature polling, the most popular name as voted by the Sprawl appears to be the Boring Coliseum. It has washrooms. I like it. I hate it.
We're split down the middle. Let us know what you think by calling the station at 555-21.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you an urgent
Well, we're not
announcement.
calling.
It has just been reported that Princess Desdemona, the sole heir of late King Oswin and sovereign successor to the throne, has been reported missing early this morning. In the wake of her mysterious disappearance, the Guard Corps and City Council are scrambling to maintain order over the city. All other radio programs have been canceled until further notice. I'm Manuel Mentiroso, waiting quietly by the microphone for any new information.
Manuel Mentiroso. Mentiroso means liar in Spanish. So does that mean that every single news bit he's doing is a lie? Let's see if that
Whoa,
is him.
someone's in a rush. Where are you headed to, my little rocket?
Oh, hi, Dad.
Sorry, sir, can't talk. Gotta go down to the guard shed to work for my... Wait a minute. Dad? What are you doing here? I thought you'd be running errands for Stryker or Malcolm or whoever. Do you have the day off?
I wish. Since Princess Desdemona went missing, Councilwoman Ash is really cracking the whip. She's got me pulling double duty, doing her little odd jobs and tasks. She's acting like she runs the place.
Then what are you doing here?
I missed you.
Aww.
I guess I just wanted to come check in.
That's kind of
Don't worry,
adorable.
nobody knows that your daughter is covering for you at work.
It's not about that. I mean, that's great and all, but are you holding up okay?
Aw, it's kind of cute.
I'm not the one losing my hair.
Yeah, who'd have thought not working at the gate would be the thing to stress me out more?
Dad, if you didn't end up working at the gate because your dad did, and his dad did, and his dad did, what would you have wanted to be?
You know, nobody's ever asked me that before. Well, nobody since your mother.
What did you tell her you wanted to be?
A father.
You're
Aww.
just saying all this because the princess is missing and you're feeling all sentimental.
All right, I'll stop. I'm just happy to see you're here.
Not for long. I'm due down at the shed.
And I'm off to take down any goblin-friendly signage and pro-non-human literature across the sprawl. Not sure why, but then again, mine is not to ask, just to do as I'm told.
We are so alike in so many ways.
So long. See you at the tavern if I get off in time.
Alright, Dad.
See you, Dad.
Aww. Big hug. That's adorable. Hi, Stryker.
Attention!
Oh god, is this it? Did I pull a real Randy and mess up so badly you had to come down here yourself and fire me?
Soldier, it's nothing like that. You did not pull a Randy.
Thank God.
I'm here to personally approve the upgrade of the Wicked 3000.
Oh?
With the princess missing and between you and me, the council's increased paranoia, the jail lever has been reinstated. You can get back in your chair now.
Wait, I have a lever to send people straight to jail?
Does that mean I get a pay raise?
That's hilarious. Seriously funny stuff. No, but now instead of determining who should enter or be denied from the sprawl, you also must correctly identify criminal threats and jail them. Any questions?
Yes,
How will I figure out who to deny and who to jail?
Let's use a real-life example. Someone you've seen already.
Chloe!
This criminal is best known for burning down orphanages full of sleeping children. What do you do?
What? Burning down orphanages full of sleeping children? It's just... No!
Good work, soldier. Just denying her would not protect the surrounding villages. And what's to stop her from going to the next gate and getting lucky with a guard like Randy?
Poor Randy. He had 35 years on the
That's
job.
all I have to say about that. Any further questions?
Yes, personal.
Well, I've got you. Tell me a bit more about yourself.
Well, I grew up a military brat. My father was a general for the princess's grandfather.
Her
King
face
Artemis.
is little. The way she's
Wait,
sitting on the
why
chair.
am I telling you this? You received your briefing, now do your duty.
Aww. I was just trying to get a bit more info on who you are.
Just when I thought we were bonding.
Yes, exactly. Alright, okay. Due to the sudden and unexplained absence of the princess, visitors should be thoroughly vetted and harassed. I mean, questioned. And don't be afraid to use that delicious new jail lever. The city's morale has hit an all-time low today. Anyone from the entertainment sector should be bumped to the front of the line. We are instituting a severe cutback of non-human entrance to the sprawl. Second-hand intelligence suggests that a goblin was behind the princess's disappearance. Therefore, we are issuing a blanket "no goblins allowed" policy this week. In fact, I'll pay 12 gold for every goblin I see in the dungeon by the end of your shift. Wow, this city has issues. Be on the lookout for would-be heroes and vigilantes wanting to offer their assistance in search and rescue efforts for the princess. The High Council of the Sprawl have their own plan to ensure the princess's safe return. This princess thing, people are going nuts. Have you heard about that crazy no goblins allowed policy? Let's dial that back to a more comfortable one goblin allowed at the very least, and it'll bug Councilwoman Ash. Welcome. Depending on the goblin, I'll let all of them in. Yeah, that seems about right. Let's start our day.
Hello there, my name is Buttface. I am a farmer from Firewall Canyon, a quaint little town just on the other side of the sprawl. I am coming into town today to sell produce I have grown with my own two hands from land that was left to me by my great goblin uncle in his will. His dying wish was that I restore the family farm to its former glory. At least,
Every single
I think that is
person
what it
entering
says.
the city
He
today
did
is
not
going to
have
be
the
a
best
goblin, isn't
handwriting.
it?
Sorry. Did you say your name was Budface?
Yes, I did. It is certainly not what I would have chosen to fill eight characters.
would not have chosen to fill 8 characters.
I would have liked Spencer 1 or even Quincy Hart. But you cannot choose your own name, am I right?
Oh, you couldn't. She sort of did. Let's just talk to
Gotta
him.
expand and sell my produce in new markets. The old farm has not been doing too well as of late. I am afraid I have put my priorities into other areas, like foraging and fishing. I am quite horrible at growing vegetables, but I am your goblin if you need someone to gather pine cones.
I'm sure you can turn things around. All it takes is a little hard work.
Yes.
Maybe a little too much hard work. I am not sure I am cut out for the farming life. Just look at this rice I grew. Please take it. No one would buy it from me anyway.
Seems fine enough to me, but okay. Low quality rice.
Aside from farming, I often fill my time talking and giving gifts to the townsfolk and other strangers I meet. Like I did with you on the bag of rice. This helps me gain favor and friendships, with the eventual goal of falling in love and getting married. I have not been successful at it yet.
This is a dig at all the farming sims where you can build relations with the
I do not
NPCs.
think anyone likes the gifts I have given them.
Aww.
I don't think you're gonna find a bride by giving out lame bags of rice.
Would you prefer a pine cone?
No.
On some days, I go on adventure in the caves. The caves that are
Okay,
filled with
not
monsters
just
and bugs
anyone.
and bats and all sorts of scary things.
This is Stardew Valley they're talking about. This
I
is
hate
so
going in
Stardew
there,
Valley
but
he's
everybody
talking
says
about.
It is necessary. I do not think it is necessary. I think it is terrifying. Please do not make me go in there again. You cannot make me.
If you don't want to go in there, don't. It's time you took control of your own destiny.
And there we're going into Wreck-It Ralph territory.
That is easy for you to say. You got to choose your name.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you kinda did, girl. So letting this guy in. He seems like a nice enough bloke.
Listen, I'm under strict rules not to let any goblins in today, but I think you're harmless enough. You may pass.
Well, thank you kindly. I will be on my way now. If I happen to stop by this way again, I will be sure to bring you some more crops from my farm. Free of charge.
Aw, thank you.
No charge of money anyway. It might cost you a day or two. Everyone who eats my produce gets violently ill.
That sounds horrible.
It is. So long.
You what? There was a clear no goblin rule. You let this shitty farmer in, but maybe you were just following your heart. And also, I don't like the person who set the rule, so Of course I'm gonna let goblins in.
Magic lovers of the sprawl, please put your hands together for the one, the only, the Edward, the great magician! Alakazoo, Alakazee!
Yes?
And I appear! Thank you! Thank you!
Entertainment business,
Wait a
they were supposed to
second,
be let
this
in.
doesn't look like a little kid's birthday party. Oh wait, there's one! Excuse me, are you Becky Schneiderman? Is this your birthday party?
I'm sitting in a hot shed all alone. Which, isn't actually as bad as some of the birthdays I've had.
Then I'm in the right spot. Can't believe I found my way here, especially without my glasses.
Dude. What did it say about the entertainment thingy? Front of the line, so basically let them in. But I'm gonna scan him.
So that's where Mr. Fluffy Bunny went. Guess I won't be getting the deposit back after all.
Good God!
There's a pair of glasses in your boot.
My boot? My glasses! You helped me find them! Thank you, thank you, thank you, little girl!
This is also...
Tell you what, on your next birthday, I'll perform for free!
Yay!
Don't worry about it.
So, Becky the birthday girl, sit back, relax, and prepare to be amazed by me, the Edward the Great!
The Edward
Wait,
the
but
Great.
I'm not... Actually, I want to see where this is going.
Yeah, me too.
Now, for my first trick, please pick a number between 1 and 7. Was the number that you're thinking of the number 6?
It was! That's incredible!
No, Becky, it's the Great!
This has been great, Eddie, but I gotta come clean. I'm not Becky Schnauzenhoder or whatever. My name is Lil, and this is a guard shed, and you haven't even made it into the city yet.
What? Oh, rats. Come on, the Edward, get it together. This is all because I couldn't see where I was trying to get to. Now I'm going to be super late for this kid's party.
Yep.
You're not late. You're building suspense.
Well, if I build too much of it, I won't get my 40 gold and slice of birthday cake.
Ah, you seem fine enough. Go have your slice of cake.
Ever since I pulled a bouquet of flowers from my parents' garden shop out of my sleeve, I knew I wanted to be a magician. And you're making this dream come true for
Very
me.
specific where that flower bouquet came from.
And now that I have my glasses, I should be able to find my way to the party no problem. Alakazoo, Alakazee! My magic career is saved!
If you say so. Yay, 4 stars. This magician had a booking to get to, and you could see that the sprawl needs joy at a time like this. And he could see because you found his glasses. Good work. Guess finding those glasses is what gets you the 4th star there.
Hello!
Hi.
Hello! We would like to enter. I would like to enter the sprawl.
And you are...
Magnus the Magnificent, renowned member of the Mages Guild. Surely you
Mages
have
Guild.
heard of me.
Let's do this real fast because I just want to see underneath the cloak. Yep, there's the second one there.
You got us. We're goblins through and through. We're meeting up with a couple other gobbos to talk about what's going on in this city for folks like us.
What does that mean?
The princess goes missing, and all of a sudden there's a no-goblin order in the sprawl? What's that about?
Maybe a goblin kidnapped the princess?
I'd like to see the proof of that.
Me too. And have them speak the truth.
Since we ditched the disguise, everything we've said is the truth.
Yeah, the truth.
Okay.
Needless to say, goblins are getting some especially unfair treatment all of a sudden, and there's this group called the Goblin Liberation Army that's putting down roots in the city.
Don't tell her, we'll get in trouble.
It's okay, Gary. Look, kid, if you let us in, I'll give you the address and the password so you can come see for yourself tonight.
I had no idea this was happening in the sprawl. I'm glad you told me.
It's a rough go for a goblin in these parts, up against some powerful people, but you know what they
This
say.
offers me
It's
a
not the
choice. I
size
could
of the
let them
dog
in,
the fight, it's the size
get
of
that
the fight
password,
in
and
the
maybe
dog.
use that later, but I don't want to have that
Goblin
knowledge.
Twain.
I'm still gonna admit them. And I hope this doesn't somehow make me at some point reveal where they are.
Alright guys, I'll let you come in. Just don't go spreading it around. I could get in a lot of trouble for this.
Hey, That's really cool of you. You're a friend to us non-humans.
Yeah,
If you
you're not so
want,
bad.
Come to the meeting at GLA headquarters. It'll really open your eyes to what's going on around here.
Maybe I will.
You ignored the writ by admitting 2 goblins in 1 turn, but on the other hand, you unlocked a new location.
Salutations to you, little sister of this big, beautiful world. My journeys across this land have brought me here to your doors. What does sweet fortune have in store for me today? That I do not know, but it's a hell of a ride, let me tell you.
This guy isn't giving me hazmat.
If it doesn't swim, run, or fly, or it isn't green and grow in the...
Who said that?
Who said what?
Jeez, is there an echo in here?
Yes.
What?
My name is Echo.
Your name is Echo?
Awesome.
There it is again.
Okay, so that one doesn't do shit. There wasn't anything written about mages or whatever. Let's just talk to him first then.
Where have you journeyed here from?
You really want to know?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been around for a spell, always on the move. From the mountains north of Petrad, the great desert in the south of Marvog, along the crystal shores of Lake Inez, past the dread Castle Caladar and the quaint farmlands of Fireball Camp. I've wandered through all of these many, many times, but for my money, there's no place like the Sprawl. People everywhere you look leading their busy lives. Every once in a while, stop to take in how beautiful it all is. You can't buy that, little sister.
You seem like a very easygoing dude.
Well, my little dudette, life's been pretty good to me. Not as if someone peed on my rug.
Is that a common expression?
Peed on this rug. The Big Lebowski.
It is where I come from. Word on the street is Princess Desdemona has disappeared. Some say kidnapped, some say run away.
I think she was kidnapped.
Whatever did happen, it has truly bummed me out. I've got more to say if you've got the ears to listen.
Let's hear it.
Princess Desdemona is the living legacy of the great peace brought by her late father, King Oswin. And already the fires of war are being fanned on all sides.
Not just us, actual fires as well that may or may not have happened because of...
Do you really think war is on the horizon?
Oh, yes. But then again, what do I know? Just an old wizard wandering from town to town looking for a little bit of joy to put in
So
my
he's got a wheat leaf on his hat.
But everyone I've met seems so happy.
You remind me of a younger version of myself, little sister. Maybe cooler heads will prevail, but history doesn't have many examples of that. There's a lot of pressure to fill the void left by the death of King Oswin. Just keep your eyes open is all I'm saying.
He is so weird. Yay! Butts.
Ooh, that's a particularly potent blend right there. Tasty, a little sweet, with just enough bitter finish to keep you coming back for more.
Are you gonna tell me your deepest, darkest secrets now?
Secrets way down the soul, little sister. I have no secrets. My life is an open book.
He's definitely somehow
can you tell me
based
something
on Big
interesting
Lebowski.
anyway? I mean, I did spend an action point on the damn truth spread.
Sure thing, kid. Let me tell you some history. After King Oswin died, it didn't take long for would-be successors to start lining up. 3 in particular: a young, headstrong counselor, a battle-hardened lieutenant in the Guard Corps, and the court jester, although I don't know if anyone took him seriously or not. These 3 have been battling for control of the sprawl for years now.
But what about the princess? She's next in line.
True, but at the time she was just a kid. Now she's grown, but I fear that these outside forces are using her as a pawn.
Possible. He was useful, so let him in as well. Because it does confirm my suspicions that those 3 are up to no good.
Little sister, and you are a gentle breeze guiding me along my way.
And there it is. I've reached my limit with you.
Right you are. Hasta la vista, baby.
Sigh. Based on his reaction, he seemed fine with your decision. Could have done something more, apparently, to get his 4-star, but...
Lil, you've got to close down the shed for the day and come with me immediately.
What? Who are you again?
There's no time for your irritating brand of sarcastic millennial wit.
Millennial? Really?
I can't believe they requested you. By now you've heard that Princess Desdemona has disappeared, right?
Yes.
Good. Any other week, the royal advisors might have given her a day or two before sounding the alarm. But with the mucky mucks from Petrard and Marvog in town, we have to get her back before things around here get any worse.
I hope nothing bad happened to her, but what does any of this have to do with me?
I asked my boss the same thing. In fact, I said, why the hell would they need that piece of... You know, that's not important now.
Somebody sounds
Do
jealous.
what you have to do to close up shop here, and then you're coming downtown to the city council chambers with me.
Okay. 3 something? Almost 3. Jesus, stingy. These are the same texts as last time. Of course we let the goblins in. I mean, I'm not gonna stand for this bullshit.
Hello? Is anyone there? Can somebody tell me why I've been summoned?
The heck?
Lilith, guardian of the southern gate, step forward into the light.
What is going on?
What is this? Who are you? Can somebody please tell me what exactly is going on here?
Lil, you have been chosen. To play the hit game that's sweeping the sprawl. That's right, it's time for...
The Snatch Game?
So you think you can save a princess?
Oh, it's even worse.
What the hell is going on?
Yeah, I'm wondering exactly the same thing, Lil.
That's right, Lil. Today you're getting the chance to send one of these lucky adventurers on the escapade of a lifetime to search for and rescue your beloved Princess Desdemona.
I didn't ask to do this.
And let's find out who those lucky adventurers are.
Okay, so we have a barbarian, I'm guessing?
Hard-headed, go-getting warrior from the desert plains of the alluring Marvog Empire. Please welcome Neil Warkiller.
Very fitting name.
Adventurer number 2 is a nomad by nature, mage by profession, who likes the rain and getting caught in a pina colada. It's Articulous Flamehands.
Do you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain? That's a song.
And finally, adventurer number 3.
You might recognize this thief from their wanted poster. Wanted dead or alive for looking so darn good. Let's hear it for Perry Shoutson!
Shoutson. Right.
I still don't fully understand what's happening.
Cheating? Oh, yeah.
And no heroic voyager would be complete without a shadowy figure pulling the strings from the darkness.
Yeah,
So
figure
let's
as
welcome
much.
our sponsors, Lieutenant Stryker, Councilwoman Ash, and Court Jester Malcolm.
I'm rooting for you. Might makes right.
Yeah, I know the song isn't a very happy one.
Focus and the day will be ours. Information is power.
Aim for the knees and bite, bite, bite.
Aim for the knees and bite, bite, bite. I was an adventurer like you until I took an arrow to the knees.
To ask these adventurers a series of questions to determine their suitability for this quest.
This game is seriously weird.
Grand prize being
I love it.
perilous mission to save the princess, a few guaranteed brushes with death, and a coupon for an all-you-can-eat dining experience at Monty's, home of the soup.
Really? Even have a laugh track and stuff.
Let's do.
But it's not like we have a choice, Lil. Okay.
All right, Lil, what would you like to ask our trio of intrepid would-be heroes?
Origin stories.
Come from?
And who would you like to ask? My origins are rather humble. My father was a chamberlain in the court of the dread King Vlad Invictus of Caladar, and my mother owned an exotic pet shop in the Duchy of Scarborough. They had 50-50 custody, but I was disowned by both as my magical prowess became apparent.
Poor guy.
You can ask another adventurer if you...
Yep.
I was
I want all their origin stories.
Sword in both hands. Slaughtered 12 enemies that day. My mother was so proud. I was disappointed. If I had really applied myself, I think I could have killed at least 2 more.
So for each round, I can ask 2 people. I'm guessing.
Question is...
You encounter an enemy party of magic users. One of them casts a level 3 magic missile spell.
Magic
What do
missile!
Who's that one for?
The mage most likely is just gonna do a counter spell, so that's not interesting.
If you think a bunch of pointy hats are getting the jump on me, you got another thing coming. But okay, let's suppose some Penn and Teller wannabes do get me in their sights. Just watch these dodge skills.
Awesome.
I'm over here now. And now I'm here. And now I'm back where I started. Blink of an eye. I'm like Nightcrawler over here.
Nightcrawler, X-Men. This is slowly also starting to become a game of spot the references.
You can ask another adventurer if you like.
Yeah, I want the big boy to tell me what he would do.
Users, they fill me with rage. And in that berserking rage, I can shrug off any kind of missile they may throw my way. I rip out the throat of the first, so the coward cannot warn their coward friends. Before the rest know what has hit them, I have. I pile the bodies of the dead fools high in the air and burn them as a warning to all others who would dare get in my way.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That answer unearthed the full extent of your incompetence. I was ready to wow the child with mine. Let's stick to the format, folks. There's a rich tradition we're preserving here. Please, wait your turn.
A warrior does not wait his or her turn.
Uh-oh.
He or she acts.
All right, Neil, calm down now.
You are gaslighting me and the berserker spirits of my ancestors, Mike Melroy.
Uh-oh, looks like the warrior has entered the heightened state of berserker mode. Lil, which contestant do you think will be able to get us out of this dilly of a pickle?
Let's sacrifice the mage.
Keep it together for just a few more seconds. You, what's your favorite animal?
Moose!
What? A moose? That's too big! I'm not licensed to conjure anything bigger than a bread box! A bread box, Lil!
Blood rage!
Yay, we did it! Oops. Well, apparently we can definitely die in some situations in this game. That's interesting.
Uh-oh, look. Lil.
I'm gonna try the mage again.
Keep it together.
Okay, you can only do small thing.
Look at this little fella.
I feel the blood rage calming. I can't murder everyone present in front of something so small and perfect. I am calm.
I'm glad you didn't pick anything larger than a bread box. I'm not licensed for that. Due to that unscheduled outburst, we are a little tight for time. Lil, do we squeeze in one more round, or are you feeling ready to choose?
Let's do one more round.
I think I got one more round in me.
I got multiple rounds in me.
Lil, what's your final question going to be?
Plans after
What
rescue.
are your plans after you rescue the princess?
And you're asking?
Let's start with him.
This rescue will be incredibly high profile, and I hope to use it as a springboard to a placement on the High Council of the Mages Guild.
You can't summon anything bigger than a bread box, so what the heck are you gonna do on the High Council of the Mages Guild?
From there, the sky's the limits. Well, 2 4-year terms followed by a lifetime pension is the limit, but still, not too shabby.
2 for a year.
You can ask another adventurer.
Yes.
Are you kidding me? I make this gig and I'm set for life. Rescuing the sole heir to the whole freaking sprawl? Insta-retired, baby. I'll be sipping pina coladas on the crystal shores of Lake Inez before you can say, would you like a curly straw for that pina colada, sir?
Not a pina colada.
Oh, I love pina coladas. They mentioned it in my introduction.
Then the first round's on me. I picked his pocket earlier.
I like him. Definitely like him.
Uh-oh, you know what that means.
We're out of
I have
time.
no idea what that means. This is so stupid.
I agree, Lil.
You're stupid.
No, you're stupid.
That sound means it's time for the lightning.
Uh-oh.
Lil, please choose the adventure that you'd like to see play the lightning round. All right, Neil, are you ready for the lightning round?
I am.
Also, the music and everything, that's just straight out of game shows.
Oh, too bad. Looks like that wasn't as enlightening as we'd hoped.
Wait, what? The lightning round is just one of them getting murdered?
Oh my god. That wasn't real, right?
Uh-oh, you know what that sound means.
No?
Oh god, not again. My conscience can't take much more of this.
That sound means we are out of time. All right, Lil, now's your moment of truth. Who do you want to choose to rescue Princess Desdemona?
I don't trust any of these fuckers.
My hero would have been the right choice if he wasn't a pile of ash. There will be consequences for this. Harsh consequences.
My mage can heal a wound with a word, or smash through a rock wall with a wave of his wrist. Don't overthink it, Lil. Make the right choice.
He cannot conjure anything bigger than a bread box. That sounds kind of useless.
The thieving arts might not be as sexy as a halberd or a fistful of magic missiles, but we have no idea what's befallen the princess. And my guy, he's your guy.
Rogues do have to tend to have ways to get information and everything without actually, getting caught while trying to get it. I'm gonna go with the mage.
Ladies and gentlemen,
with the rogue,
humans and otherwise, the winner of So You Think You Can Save a Princess and proud owner of an all-you-can-eat dining experience at Monty's Home of the Soup is Perry Schoutsen, the thief.
Hey, everything's coming up Millhouse.
Yeah. He seems
And
to be
that's
the
all
lesser
for us
of
here
three
today.
evils.
Please help control the pet population. Have your gargoyle spayed or neutered. So long, everybody.
Please help control the pet population. Have your gargoyle spayed or neutered? What? And
then I had to choose who the heck was gonna rescue Princess Desdemona. It was the craziest thing.
Oh.
Don't even get me started on the lightning round.
You have the most vivid imagination, Lil.
Why doesn't anybody believe me about these things?
'Cause you're 12. Oh, you're back. Hi. Yes?
Is everything okay, Beverly?
No, Lil. No, everything is not okay, Beverly. My dear true love, Princess Desdemona.
Just to recap, this is the dear true love that you've never met, but one time you both happened to be at the Goblin Ball Stadium?
You phrased that so beautifully. Yes, that same she.
What about her, Bev?
When I'd heard she'd vanished, I tried to get on So You Think You Can Save a Princess, but none of the advisors wanted me as their champion.
I wonder why.
Beverly, you're a janitor at the Goblin Ball Stadium.
Maybe you're right. Maybe a guy like me can't be the hero in my own life story.
Well, you can be in your own life story, but not the princess's.
Mom always said I lacked that main character energy. Tell me what to do, Lil. Should I return to my job or go off to rescue my darling love?
You to you.
What
Risk
the
it for the
hell?
biscuit.
I say, go for it, Beverly. Risk it for the biscuit.
I just sent this guy to his death, didn't it?
It's a metaphorical biscuit. In this case, the biscuit is the princess.
And you think I should risk what exactly?
Your life?
Risk your life, Beverly.
Without Princess Desdemona, my life has no meaning anyway.
That's so sad.
Yes, it is. It's
Aye,
definitely very
indeed.
sad.
And thus I will be off to find my destiny. Thank you, Lil. For
I'm pretty sure I just sent him off to his death, but
Don't mention it.
it seemed to be what the guy needed to hear.
Pretending to cook while I spy on that hunka fine piece of wizard over there.
Can't
Okay.
talk, Lil. Pretending to wipe the counter while I eavesdrop on the prince and the praetor over there.
Emma thinks this is a hunk.
Salutations to you, little sister of this big, beautiful world. My journeys across this land have brought me here.
I know. We met. At the gate?
Whoa, I completely forgot. Gotta go easy on the Peace Blossom. Anywho, what did you want to talk about?
Oh god, the game is still cozy listening to you. You fell asleep. I go to bed now. Yeah, that's alright, Crow. Thank you so much for hanging out. And go get some rest and good luck at work tomorrow. And I'll send you what my Scrooge has left again in Dreamlight Valley tomorrow somewhere during the day. We'll talk tomorrow.
What do you know about Councilwoman Ash?
Back when I knew Ash, she was already bitter, jaded, and afraid of anything she didn't understand. A true protectionist, looking to keep everyone in their own little box.
Good night.
If she had her way, nothing would ever change or grow, and eventually we would all look, dress, and think exactly the same way.
Building Lego McLaren a Formula 1 car. Nice. Lego is always fun to build.
Anything else you want to know about?
Too bad Lego is so expensive because else I would have a lot more of it.
What do you know about Lieutenant Stryker?
Stryker has always lived in a world of black and white. There's good and evil and nothing in between. If you're good in Stryker's eyes, you get nothing. Left to fend for yourself, but free. But if you're bad, the hammer of the law is swift and brutal. Small offenses come attached to massive mandatory minimum punishments. You've heard of 3 strikes and you're out? As far as Stryker's concerned, it's 2 strikes. The strike you make and the strike she makes.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to know about?
Tell me about
What do
Malcolm.
you know about Malcolm?
I have no idea what Malcolm's end goal is, and honestly, I don't think he knows either.
Probably not.
I think if he had his way, there'd be no rules, no laws, no Lil Guardsman at the gate. Just let the whole place run
Lil Guardsman.
itself. This dog-eat-dog mentality would work for some, and for others, things could get a whole lot worse. He doesn't care
Definitely.
about people, doesn't care if they're good or bad. Our greatest strength is how we work together. Under Malcolm, we would never reach anything near our collective potential. Anything
He's
else
smarter
you
than
wanna
you'd
know
give him
about?
credit for.
What do you know about King Oswin?
After King Oswin died, it didn't take long for would-be success. 3 in particular.
This
Although
we've
I don't
already
know if it-
heard.
But what about the princess?
True. Anything else?
The rest is stuff we already know. Okay.
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my
Aw, he still hasn't found the hat he's
My
looking
journey.
for.
It continues.
Okay, let's see. We've talked with all of these.
It's still broken, Lil. Do me a favor. If any tinkerers, dwarven or otherwise, come to the gate, let them in and send them my way.
I did, but I didn't have the gold to pay him. I'm predicting that these two are gonna get
You
married.
should do the honorable thing and let me kill.
Oh, you would just love that, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would.
That smile.
I would like to commend you on your choice of adventurer. The princess is as good as rescued.
On behalf of the Marvog Empire, I vehemently disagree. You had the chance to send a powerful warrior, but instead you chose a sneaky, deceitful thief.
She made the right choice. The kingdom of Petrard supports her.
The Marvog Empire would grudgingly accept an apology for your actions.
Sorry.
Looking back, I agree with you, Praetor Kargan. If I could do it over again, I would choose the warrior. Please forgive my error, and do not take it as a slight against the Marvog Empire.
The Marvog Empire accepts your most gracious apology. You truly are a friend of our people, and this will not soon be forgotten.
This slight shall be remembered by the kingdom of Petrard.
I don't care about you. You're not half as scary as she is. And did I have much gold? No, not really, so... Don't think we've got anything left to do then, which means I also am gonna... Well, oh well, no, we did have something to do. One more thing. We had a meeting to attend. Lil walks down a dark back alley to find a red door. She knocks, hears movement behind the door, and suddenly a slit opens and she sees a pair of glowing yellow eyes peering out at her.
Were you followed? What's the password? Get out of here, kid. Go.
Wait a minute. I think I've got it here. Viva la Gavolution.
Come on in.
Oh, I can only use that once. Okay. There they are.
Don't even get me started. Who do they think built this city up into the sprawling metropolis they get to enjoy today? Because it sure as hell wasn't humans. Did humans haul the stone that became our roads and buildings? No! Troll labor did that! Did humans dig the intricate system of subterranean tunnels that became the world's greatest sewer system, getting our piss and shit off the streets? No! Our mole brothers and sisters did that! The late King Oswin was a man full of empty promises. He vowed to end the persecution and oppression of all goblins, dwarves, kobolds, vampires, you name it. But last time I checked, I'm still treated like a second-class citizen. The day of the royal wedding approaches, and the powers that be are sitting fat, but they are blind. Hear my words, people. That day will be their undoing. That day will be their reckoning. A change is coming on that wedding day. Will you RSVP for the revolution? Go home, everybody, and keep your eyes and ears open for what happens next. I invite my inner circle to join me downstairs. Light refreshments will not be served as Carl forgot it was his week to bring orange slices.
As Carl forgot it was his week. Yeah, you can only talk to these two, I'm guessing.
How's it going, Gobos?
You came! You owe me $5, Gary.
It's worth it. Did you hear him? Isn't he amazing? What did you think?
Yeah, it was fine.
I don't know. He was fine. But I am sorry. I really had no idea how bad it was for you guys.
You're lucky his slide projector broke down. The audio visuals make it even more horrifying.
So, is something really gonna happen on Princess Desdemona's wedding day? Like an attack?
Who knows? The leader and his inner circle keep their cards pretty close to their chest. But whatever it is, it's gonna be a real game changer.
Well, I'm just glad I'm not invited.
Just keep your ears peeled and your eyes to the ground. You'll get your chance to be on the right side of history. You'll see.
I hope so. See you around, fellas.
Viva la Gavolution!
Gavolution.
Viva la Gavolution!
You're getting it.
At some point, I'll remember how to say it and stuff. Tangled web of corruption and lies, and some coupons. There's Monty's. Of course, Monty's is there. And I think that's the last thing we can do. And I am getting a little bit tired, so it actually...
I think I've done everything.
So let's get sleep. And make sure the game saves and everything, so that next time I play, Everything safe? Having discovered the hidden message, Great Uncle Jerry's will, Buttface ditched his cart of wilted produce and set out to pursue his dream. With the money he made off of the sale of his farm, he bought an old castle in a snowy little village in the mountains. There, he set up his chocolate shop. Aww. After months of painstakingly collecting ingredients and mastering intricate recipes, he unfortunately discovered that the castle he purchased was extremely haunted. Nobody in town believed his pleas for help dealing with spirits and phantoms. In fact, the town doctor had him declared insane and carted him off to the sanatorium, which, as it happened, was located in a different haunted castle. The children of that snowy little town still tell the tale of the goblin in the castle, who smelled of moldy radishes. Thus ends Buttface's tale. Aww. The Edward the Great eventually arrived at Becky Schneiderman's birthday celebration. He hit the ground running with his tried and tested routine. He opened with pick a card, moved into is that your handkerchief, and ended strong with the classic how many eggs do you have in your pocket trick. Unfortunately, none of these impressed any of the preteen partygoers, which the Edward could clearly see now that he had his glasses. After his performance, the Edward enjoyed a piece of vanilla cake and awkwardly awaited for Mr. Schneiderman to settle his payment. With the check in his pocket, the Edward went straight to his parents' garden shop to boast of his success. Unfortunately, the Edward's parents didn't consider a check for 37 gold, 40 before deducting the price of a piece of vanilla cake, to be much of a success. They were very disappointed in their son's career choice, which the Edward could clearly see because of his glasses. So maybe it wasn't a good thing I found his glasses? Gary and Julian were pumped to see you at the rally. They boasted to all their friends that they not only convinced a small human to let them in, but they even got her to attend the Goblin Liberation Army rally. After you left, the GLA's leader pulled Gary and Julian aside to personally thank them for helping to bridge the gap between groups. This meant a lot to Julian, whose belief in the cause burned bright and hot. Gary, however, couldn't quite let go of his daydream of a world where he actually was a powerful mage, not just a goblin pretending to be one. Sure, he would still support the efforts of the GLA, but he could not do it while making fireworks appear from his fingertips, or while conjuring miniature unicorns to delight and entertain his pals. What started as a simple two goblins in a trench coat grift woke something up for Goblin Gary. From this day on, he would begin his quest to become a wizard. Now all he needed was a rope, a scar, and a depressing orphan backstory. Echo the Wanderer. After stopping in at the Twisted Sister for a glass of his tipple of choice, Echo proceeded to head down to Pinhead's, the local bowling club in the Sprawl, where his team was playing for League Night. So he definitely Big Lebowski. Thanks to the calming effects of his particular potent Peace Blossom, he was unstoppable, bowling a perfect 300. His team went on to win the league, and a commemorative photo was put up on the wall at Pinhead's to celebrate Echo's perfect game. Neil Warkiller. Neil Warkiller, the hard-headed go-getting warrior turned pile of dust, was swept into a dustbin and then tossed out the window. Oof, rough. Articulous Flamehands. Having lost So You Think You Can Save a Princess, Articulous Flamehands returned to his tower and his pile of unpaid bills. Not gonna lie, Articulous really needed this gig. The reward for saving a member of the royal family would have settled the lion's share of his debts. Not to mention the money he'd saved with all that free soup from Monty's. After winning So You Think You Can Save a Princess, Perry Shoutson threw down one of his patented smoke bombs to mask his swift escape. Once outside, after recovering from minor smoke inhalation, the sly thief began to pickpocket, stalk, and eavesdrop on everyone in the Sprawl for any dirt on the whereabouts of the lost princess. And then it hit him. It was a brick thrown by someone angry at Perry for stealing their wallet. Seems that the thief had failed his hide in shadows check, and there was a small mob forming around him. A trusty smoke bomb would get him out of this bind, he thought, and it would have if he hadn't used his last smoke bomb to exit the game show studio. After retrieving their stolen property, the mob carried Perry to the tallest tower in the sprawl and threw him off. No one would ever be bothered by Perry Shoutson again. So the dude I picked to go save the princess is no more. Got it. And that's the end of level 4, aka day 4.
Lil, rise and shine.
What, Dad? You rise, you shine. I'll take 5 more minutes.
It's time to get up.
Hey, but it's so early.
Shouldn't you be down at the guard shed? And shouldn't I be heading down to cover for you?
Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Let's start with the good news.
We got the day off. Now you can finally have a day to just be a kid and do kid stuff and eat kid food.
Then why you wake me at 6 a.m.?
The biggest rocks at the biggest things. I think I heard some of your friends out back of the tavern doing just that.
Yay! Oh boy, thanks, Dad. Wait, what's the bad news?
We only got the day off because we have to work the night shift.
I'm going back to bed.
Yup.
No, you're getting out of this house and taking some time to yourself today.
Why do we have to work the night shift?
Good news or bad news? Apparently you didn't pick the right person's champion for the rescue mission, whatever that means, and they're punishing you for it.
That doesn't sound like good news.
Yeah, it's not. I guess it was just bad news this time.
Who's punishing you?
No one. I work the night shift a couple times a week to help us get by.
Oh, Dad. I didn't know that.
Aww.
So, I guess you could say the economy is punishing me. That and inflation. If taxes keep going up, I might have to get a third job so we can keep affording things like your little doohickey here.
Wait, don't touch that!
Uh-oh.
Whoa. What just happened?
Do you want the good news or the bad news? Both are. I don't know. Do you feel okay?
I feel fine, sweetie. No need to look all blurry about it. Now you get out of here and enjoy your day off. But don't enjoy it too much. You have to work all night, remember?
Okay, I'm going. Just try not to operate any heavy machinery until I get back. I should probably check in with Dr. B and make sure my dad isn't radioactive.
Right. That is gonna be it for me for today. I'm getting tired, so... No, I'm really enjoying the game. I think this is a good point to turn it off for today. I might stream again this week on Thursday or Friday. No, not Thursday, because Thursday is the future game show that I really, really want to watch. So I might be streaming again on Friday, because I do miss playing Cult of the Lamb as well. So, if all goes well, Friday will be Cult of the Lamb night for this week. And then next week, I still need to see. I might actually continue with this one next week, but not sure yet which day that will be then. But I'll keep you guys posted on Twitter. That is definitely... Whoop. Can I still type? I can still type. Or you could join the Cloak and Dagger Discord, which is our small little gaming community. And we always post when we go live on there as well. And everybody is always more than welcome to join. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I had a blast with this game. It's funny. There's a shit ton of references to all kinds of things, which is actually starting to become a fun little game as well to recognize those. So yeah, I'll definitely keep playing this game a bit longer. Not today. I will do that on stream so you guys can follow along. Thank you guys again so much for being here, and take good care of yourselves. Stay safe out there, and see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Bye.